I hit the button, I already in here waiting on me. I ain't mad at all, man. Shout out to my man Fearless, man. Got some more shout outs coming. I know there's some more people on their way. Give y'all a minute. Catch up with me. We fit to go in on this one. Yeah, I got all that. What's up, y'all? You ready, bro? I'm gonna give them a minute to come in, man, cause we gonna have a real live discussion on this one. It's one of them rare occasions where everybody should already know the story. I'm gonna give y'all my insights on the story, what I seen. What's up, man? John, man, boy, it been a minute. I ain't seen you in a minute. No, I ain't forgot about you. I was going through the thing the other day. I seen one of your comments. I said, man, I remember, bro, man, you got the same damn name. I ain't gonna say who name you got, but you know. Yeah, you know, we fit to go with it. Because the thing about Katt Williams is exactly what the title said. It might be 100, bro. I'm going to give y'all 4 names. You got Dick Gregory. And all these comedians. But you got Dick Gregory, Paul Mooney, Dave Chappelle, Katt Williams. Now, I'm going to tell you what these 4 names got in common besides comedy and being comedians. If you go back throughout history, these 4 people have been some of the funniest people in the world, some of the smartest people in the world. And these are the 4 people who have never been afraid to get in front of the camera and tell their people the truth, no matter who got offended. They will tell you the goddamn truth. If you listen to some Dave Chappelle shit, man, look, think about it. Every comedy special you listen to is Dave Chappelle. Dude don't just sit back and tell you jokes. He sit back and tell you information all goddamn through the whole time. He giving you information. It's on you how you process it. But he gonna tell you some real shit, even if he had to break it down and tell you, hey, now I'm rich. So I'm telling you from a rich motherfucking point of view, I ain't never, you know what I'm saying? Dave Chappelle ain't never played out like he was broke. He said, look, man, I go around white folks. My family had a little bit of money. I never been to the hood. I never know what it be like to be in the projects. And a lot of niggas gonna tell you that. You got a nigga like Steve Harvey gonna tell you, man, I was poor. I was homeless. But, man, let's go on. It's enough people here. We gonna get into Katt Williams. What's up with everybody, man? Dan Fisher, Tasty Treat, Christopher Bond, Bianca Black, Digital Spitter, shout out to all y'all. Yeah, Chappelle 100. Now, let's go through some of the things that I picked up on. A lot of shit I already knew. Like general information and about Katt Williams, I already knew a lot of this shit. It's a lot of shit ain't came up yet. Like, well, we're going to break it down when we get to that part. The first thing I wrote down to talk about Katt Williams came up quick in the interview, and it was about this brother smart. What's up, Trans Black? Dude, smart. And I seen a lot of myself in Katt Williams in this interview. Like, and I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that just to say that shit. Y'all done seen my videos. Y'all know the shit I talk about. Y'all know my story. So when I tell you that I'm listening to dude talk about reading encyclopedias as a kid, trying to learn everything in that motherfucker, and I go right back to my story and I tell y'all, I'm like, hey, y'all remember when Miss Radley came over when I was in the 3rd grade and I made my mama buy them encyclopedias, 2 sets, the adult and the kid version. I used to lay on the hallway by my damn self reading encyclopedias. And I tell y'all, like, man, I was smart as hell, and I didn't know how I knew this shit. It just used to be shit in my head that I knew. And then I'm hearing him say the exact same shit. And it ain't like like I said, it ain't like I'm coming back now trying to be like, oh yeah, man, me too. Me too. Y'all seen the video, so y'all already know. I told y'all this shit 6 months ago. This nigga just did this interview last week, so it ain't like that, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to compare. I'm just saying this is a lot of things that I noticed and seen when I was doing this video. The fact how smart dude was, I can't compare myself to that because I wasn't reading goddamn me on no adult level at 3 years old. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't accepted into no colleges at 7 years old. That's Katt Williams. This nigga's extra smart. Now I do got a cousin like that. She wasn't accepted in college at 7, but her whole time in high school and junior high, she was taking college classes. Like, she was going to high school, but she was also taking college classes with the college kids. That's what I'm saying. I've been saying this shit. I didn't know Katt Williams' whole background, but I knew a lot of shit about his back. Like, the fact that he had adopted 7 kids, I knew that. The fact that he had a gracious spirit and a gracious heart and he helped people, I knew that. Like, if you go back and you look at a post I made the other day about Katt Williams, and I'm like, man, when I was talking about the birthday shit, and I said I would want Katt Williams at my birthday party because I know the type of gifts that nigga give. I know when Remy Martin came home from prison, quiet as kept, that nigga had a motherfucking $80,000, like $90,000 Escalade waiting on her when she came home from prison. Just like her. You know what I'm saying? Everybody screaming free Remy and all this and that, woo woo bam. He pulled up on it and gave her Escalade brand new. You take that. Her husband still driving that motherfucker. What does you mean? When everybody said that he was crazy and he got into it in Philadelphia with Beans. They had their own shit going on. But like a man, dude came back to Beans and apologized. He apologized with a motherfucking Lamborghini. You can't beat that. A nigga come to you and tell you, hey bro, you know what? I fucked with you. I was wrong. Like as a man, I don't want whatever happened between us to come between our friendship, bro. I apologize. And as a token of my apology and my friendship, bro, to go a $300,000 car. Just so you know how sorry I am. Shit. Man, that's type of nigga, that's the type of apology. You can't just be like, hey, fuck that nigga. That nigga was sincere as hell when he came to you. You know, some niggas been buying no motherfucking Lamborghini to apologize to another nigga he don't need. Katt Williams don't need Beanie Siegel. Nigga, you ain't on do comedy specials. You ain't doing no none of that. You ain't making that man $1. When he apologized because he wanted to. And he made that gesture because he wanted you to feel his sincerity. He wanted to do something that was going to open your ass and say, you know, I'm going to listen. What you got to say? I'm sorry. I apologize, bro. My bad. Let me see what you say. Man, catch me on the replay, bro. Nah, it ain't just him and Bernie Mac. I'm going to tell you. And I'm going to tell y'all this so you'll know. When I tell you to go listen to Dave Chappelle, when I tell you to go listen to Paul Mooney, when I tell you to go listen to Dick Gregory, man, I'm dead ass serious. If you want to learn something about yourself, about your people, about your history, I'm not just talking about the streets. I'm talking about, man, religion, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, the movement, the Black Panthers, all this shit, bro. Everything that these other people been giving you the fillers on, man, these is the people that's gonna give you the crust, the everything. They gonna tell you the real deal. Like Katt Williams up here right now, opening everybody's eyes. That man said 2024. The lies ain't gonna prevail no more. The truth gonna come out. And if you can't deal with the truth, well, hell, we know what side you on. It's two sides. It's the truth. It's them. It's this side and that side. So if you can't deal with the truth, I just don't know what to tell you. The next thing I was gonna talk about was real and keeping it real. Katt Williams is real in my book because not only did he go through the shit he went through, make it through the shit he made it through, devise the type of plans that he came up with, but he, let me see how I find, what's the word? I'm looking for the word is like the opposite of selfish. Selfless. The man so selfless that he will sit on probably what he knew. Like he told Shannon Sharp, nigga, Oprah won't come next. Dude knew how big this interview was gonna be, and he sat there and gave him the sauce and told him how he do this, how he got to where he was at. Ain't nobody else, I ain't never heard nobody tell you their profession, they at the top of their profession, I'm making more money than everybody else, even the people you think making more money than me, I'm tripling what they make. And I'm gonna tell you how I did it. Blew my mind when that man said, man, I go to the, I watch all their specials, I watch all their shit. I count the jokes, I count the laughs. 30 minutes, you got 12 laughs. I do my special, 30 minutes, got 29 laughs. I'm funnier than you. I'm twice as funny as you. Now let me go get this dude. He did 15 minutes, let me do a 15-minute special real quick. He got 9 laughs, I got 16. I'm funnier than you. He might say he had to go through 300 people doing that before he felt like he was where he needed to be, and that's why he feel like he can talk the shit, not because he feel like that, but because he's actually done the statistics he already know. Yeah, I got you, got you, got you. And we can say what the hell we want to say, but at the end of the day, it ain't nobody that's listening to the sound of my voice right now. If Katt Williams was doing a show in your town right now, you had free time, you had tickets, you going. You ain't got no car, you got 2 tickets. You trying to call a motherfucker with a car. Somebody gonna get you there. You trying to get there. Man, that's some real shit. Give y'all a short story. Make it all make sense. The girl I was telling y'all about, she out of there. I'm gonna explain what happened. Katt Williams. It's a point where Katt Williams was talking about getting your heart broke and not giving a person enough of you for them to hurt you. And as I was listening to that, I started thinking, I said, you know what? Let me start applying that. I think that's just another way of saying what Miss Kirby trying to tell them when she say, check your emotional investments. I believe that's exactly what she be telling us. It's just sometimes you hear shit in a different way and it hits you different. So when he was saying this shit, and I'm thinking to myself, you know what? You right. A person gotta get what they deserve. And if they just don't deserve exactly what you want to give them, then you probably shouldn't give it to them. Like, fuck it. Nigga, they don't deserve it. Don't give motherfuckers what they don't deserve. Especially not if it's you. Stop cutting a slice of yourself off and giving it to people they don't deserve. Damn sure don't cut no chunk off and give it to a motherfucker that don't deserve it. Some of you motherfuckers will give a nigga or a female a whole arm or a leg, and they don't deserve a pinky fingernail. Come on now. But he said that, and I was thinking, I said, you know what? Let me apply this to the situation I'm in because I'm trying to do things different. It's 2024. This is my sorry phone. 2024. Rest in peace, but but I'm like, yeah, so let me slow my roll because this is what I was thinking. I had looked online and I seen Katt motherfucking Williams was coming to Little Rock in March. And I said, Katt Williams coming to Little Rock in March? That's my nigga. I want to go. I should buy a couple tickets. I got a little broad I'm chilling with. But I'm thinking, nigga, that's in March. It ain't even February yet. Why would I buy 2 tickets to take me in abroad that I don't even know? But then I'm thinking to myself, you know, you will rationalize and justify some shit. Nigga, you still gonna want to go whether she in the picture or not. You ain't gonna want to go by yourself. My thing is, don't block your blessings, bro. Go by your damn self. The woman you need might be there by herself. And if you go with some random ass you don't need to be there with ass motherfucker, that's the one that's gonna run off what you need to be with. So I'm probably gonna buy my ticket tonight to one of them. And then if I meet somebody that I want to go with, then I might need to just sell that one ticket and buy me two more. How that sound? Or explain the other situation, and you just got to feel that. I did a whole show about Katt Williams. You think I'm gonna let him come town? Don't go see him? No, ma'am. So let's continue. The real and keeping it real. Coming through the situations you come through and helping and showing motherfuckers is real. But 30 years in the game and you still doing it. You still going up against the opposition. You still standing on your morals. You see what I'm saying? You still ain't bowing down. Because if you think about it like this, man, even when Shannon was looking and hearing the names he was calling out, he was, man, you gon' get me. And I was like, damn, Uncle Shay, you scared of these people. The man said Steve Harvey. You like, oh, don't do that, don't say that. He saying these names and catch them, man, ain't scared of these folks. Bro, these folks ain't got no power, but they just make you think they got some power. I know the truth. That's what I'm here for today. So open y'all eyes, tell y'all the truth. And we all sat back and we was like, let's see what this fool got to say this time. Because we known for letting them paint a picture of Katt Williams in our head as drug addict, drunk, always in trouble, always fighting, always going to jail, always fucked up in a bad situation. But just like Katt say, yes, they will paint that picture of you. And yes, I have been arrested 30 times. But no, I ain't never been down that road. I ain't never been down in that jail for no extended stay. I go in, I'm right back out on the street. Ain't no cases, ain't no charges, no parole, no probation. Katt back out here making money, but they out here saying that this happening and that's happening. I'm like, I know how they feel to be lied on, be cheated and mistreated when you ain't did shit. Now, this is the thing about it. You saying Katt lied about one thing, that he was smoked out. And I say this here. The man said in the interview, why have nobody that ever sold me drugs, seen me inebriated or fucked up, smoked drugs with me, came forward and put me on blast yet? Now, you might be the dude that's doing that. I can't say you lying because I don't know you and I don't know where you getting your information from. But I can say this. For the truth, the dude telling him the people he pissing off, ain't nobody with a voice came and did that yet. That's what I'm saying. I don't know who Smack Back and Fig is. That's why I say nobody with a voice. These people that's hating on dude and saying this and that, like, I'll give you an example, just so everybody know. They had Tiffany Haddish and her gatekeeper, Kevin Hart, on The Breakfast Club. And they was talking about none other than Katt Williams. I forgot what they're like. Hold on, let me see. Oh, yeah, okay, well. Because Katt Williams spoke about this in the interview, he just didn't put a name on it. But I know exactly what he was talking about. In this interview, when they asked Kevin Hart about Katt Williams, he got to talking 100 miles an hour, trying to explain. But everything he was saying was some negative shit. Man, when don't block your blessings. You fucked up. You could have been in the position I was in. They telling the same story, but for two different points. I'm gonna slow it down. Kevin Hart said, you could have been in the position I was in. but you fucked it all up. Everything they had for me was there for you. It was there for the taking, and he fucked it up. Dude say, how he fucked it up? He was like, he chose drugs over work. Bro, during that time when you was making all the movies and doing all that shit that man just say he turned down, Katt Williams wasn't out there strung out on drugs, fucked up on crack and all this shit. Now you say back in the day, I'm saying Kevin Hart said the reason why he had all the movies and all the shit he had is because Katt Williams was fucked up on dope. That man said that in an interview. He said he chose drugs over his career. The studios don't fuck with him because he burnt them. He cost them money because of drugs. Tiffany Haddish sat there and backed him up on everything he said. And then Katt Williams said, nope. People say that about me, but you've never seen me high. They can't say they seen me high. They can't say they seen me on drugs. Ain't no studio. If you go check my EMI, that's what he said. If you go check my EMI, you'll see no studio has lost money fucking with Katt Williams. The man, everything they lied about him, he explained everything. The man said, I got receipts for everything I'm going to say. He said, man, these folks that hired me in here and lined me up for 20 different movies that I done turned down because I said, hey, man, take the gay shit out. Why I got to be, I'm not gay. Why we got to do the gay shit? He said, a week later, Kevin Hart doing the same movie. Kevin Hart just said, all the movies that I did was for you, but you fucked them up. When you hear two stories like that, you got to get the truth out of it. You know what I'm saying? But this is my thing. If you go back in history and you look at Katt Williams and you look at Kevin Hart, one of them got a history for telling the motherfucking truth. One of them got a history for telling the motherfucking lie. I'm just being real. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. We didn't call Kevin Hart a bunch of damn lies. Dude lied to us. He lied to his wife. He lied to a lot of motherfuckers. The TV show he was talking about Kevin Hart. I seen that show. It was him, Faison Love, and some more motherfuckers. Faison Love, I think, was a police officer or some shit. I used to watch shit. I found it on YouTube a few years ago, and I watched like 6, 7, 8 episodes of how many it was. Let's see what was next. They're helping people. Like I said something about the shit that he did for Remy Martin and the shit he did with Beans. It's a video out of Lil Boosie explaining when he first got out of prison. He like, man, when I got out of prison, man, I was on my ass, I was on my dick. Wasn't nobody really fucking with me like that. Motherfucker, I guess motherfucker thought he had it. Boo say he was broke as fuck. He said, he got a message from Katt Williams to come to the show. He got to the show, he had front row tickets, he sat at the front row, he said he enjoyed himself. He said when it was time to leave, Katt Williams ran out there, caught him when he was pulling off, threw a towel in the car. Now I heard the story 2 different times, so I'm gonna give y'all the story I heard. And he was like, man, he threw a towel in the car, my homeboy. Now he said, I grabbed the towel, he said, I thought it was some weed, because it was wrapped up in a towel, so I handed it to my homeboy, you know what I'm saying? He said, the nigga handed it back to me, goddamn me, nigga, it was 15 bands. He was like, man, you gotta understand at this time, I ain't had shit. I was on my ass. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't nobody giving me money like that. Motherfuckers thought I already had it. So when dude did that, it helped jumpstart where I'm at right now. I ain't seen dude since. He was like, look, bro, whenever I see Katt Williams, he can get whatever in my pocket, I'm going to give it to him. I've been looking for dude to give him this $15,000 back. If I got $20,000 in my pocket, nigga, I'm going to cash him out. He can have it all. And I'm just saying, he was like, man, Boosie said a whole bunch of shit after that made it real. He was like, man, Katt Williams different, bro. And he explained what was different about the situation. He said, man, dude ain't never got on no interview, ain't never talked to nobody, said nothing to nobody about that situation, bro. I ain't never heard it from nobody that he gave me that money. He ain't never got on there and said nothing about him giving me that money, bro. He said, but the realest part about it, when he gave it to me, the man didn't even stick around long enough for a thank you, bro. He gave me that shit and was gone. And I said, you know what? That fall in line with exactly with what Katt Williams said in the interview at the part where he was talking about giving money to females to take to comedians. Because he didn't want the comedian to feel like, oh, man, this man that gave me some money, I owe him, I got to kiss his ass. He was like, nah, bro, you deserve the money, I got it. So I'm going to give it to you. I don't want you to know it came from me. I don't want you to feel in debt to me. You just getting what you deserve. And the man explained, he was like, look, man, if you that good, you doing a job that good, and these folks ain't paying you, God will work that out. He'll pick a fool like me with some money to hey, get that man some money. That's how it works. What's for you, you gonna get it. And it don't matter if a check come your way, if a nigga with some money decide to give you some money one day, if a dude up under the underpass come and give you cigarettes and gas money and help you fix the car, all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit come your way that's for you. But shit also come your way that you need to say, hey, get the fuck away with me. You say no rebuke, you get the fuck away with me. Right. That's what I'm saying. Same thing he did with Boosie. Even though he didn't send a girl to throw $15,000 through the window, he threw it through the window and kept it moving. Boosie didn't know what it was, and by the time he figured it out, Katt Williams ain't standing around waiting on no hugs and no pats on the back and nigga tell, appreciate you, man, thank you, bro. Man, good looking out, man, I got your back. He ain't want to hear none of that. He ain't give a damn about none of that. All he wanted was to make sure you got this money because he felt like you deserved it or you needed it. Other than that, go on by my business. I don't give a damn what you do with it. That's for you. You know what I'm saying? That's for you. Everybody not gonna do that. That's equivalent to this right here. Picture a motherfucker walk in the house, grab you, and walk you outside, you and your homegirl. It's your birthday or whatever it is. They put a blindfold on you, walk you outside, and tell you happy birthday. You put a blindfold off, you see a 2-seater Lamborghini. This man just bought you a Lambo for your birthday. And then he tell you, hey, I'm finna go to work. He don't even want to jump in and ride with you. No, you and your homegirl go have fun. That's you. Ain't a whole bunch of motherfuckers gonna do that. They buy that Lambo. I don't give a damn. It's just around the corner. That first ride. Come on, let's jump in. Let's go see what it do. Katt Williams ain't that dude. He don't give a damn what it do. That's for you. You see what it do. I didn't want the Lambo. I could have bought me one if I wanted to see what it do. You go have fun with your homegirl. Y'all getting that party, tear the town up. Go ahead. You see what I'm saying? Some of this shit that I'm telling y'all, I only know because I heard the person he did it for bragging about it. I ain't hear Katt Williams talking about he went and bought a Lambo for being single. I ain't hear Katt Williams talking about he went and bought an Escalade for Remy Martin. Or he went and paid this person bills, or he went and paid this person bills. Man, these folks come out and tell these stories that dude just showed up out the blue when I needed him the most and did this for me and took care of my family and moved this mountain out the way. And this was like, nigga, this was Katt Williams. Huh? Like, all the shit that they've shown us and told us about this dude over the years, if it came from somebody in the media, outside of his camp, it was some fucked up shit. We done heard a whole bunch of stories about dude being on drugs, a whole bunch of stories about dude being drunk. But like he said, where is the TMZ videos of him running around here drunk and high and fucked up and all this? Because every time I see Katt Williams, he's a fly-ass motherfucker. He's somewhere getting some money. Even if he ain't shaded and the beard coming in, scragging in, the perm ain't right, he's still somewhere getting some money. Even you catch Katt Williams on the street and just shove a microphone in his face, he gonna give you some game, some real shit. The only time Katt Williams involved in some bullshit when it's coming out of somebody else's mouth. What's the next part? Man, when I kept hearing dudes speak on these shortcuts that these folks was taking, I was like, I wonder if Katt Williams watched my show. I bet you that nigga watched my show. Because this nigga know that these shortcuts ain't gonna get you nowhere you trying to go. And it's like I kind of feel like he got a grudge against these niggas taking these shortcuts. Or like he kept telling Shannon Sharp, taking these steroids. You see what I'm saying? Taking these steroids, you want to juice it up and then come in here like your body is something to be. No, it ain't. When you go get a BBL and start twerking all the time, it don't count. Nobody cares. I had a video, a female asked me today. Well, not today, but I seen it today. It was on the other channel. The video I did for the ladies. And she was like, if men don't like women with fake body parts and fake booties and all this and that, then why these Instagram models and why these OnlyFans women making so much money and got all this shit? And I'm like, because you got to realize that we live in a world of reality, and reality is there are a lot of perverts in the world. There are even more people that just have freaky fetishes, but they don't want everybody to know. So they can go on OnlyFans and interact with you in the privacy of their own home. So OnlyFans gets a lot of money. They go in there and pick exactly what they want. They don't have to deal with no headache and no hassle. There's nothing. They can turn it off and turn it on whenever they want to. It's convenient. That's why them women make a lot of money, got a lot of followers, get a lot of likes. But let me ask you this. Do they have husbands? If they meet a man on OnlyFans or a man that even knows they do OnlyFans, do they trust that man? Can they trust that man? It's like, I'm going to use Cardi B and Offset, for example. Because people always say, oh, she need to leave him and go find the man that's truly for her. And I say, got him already. No other man will ever do for her. And I will explain that. Cardi B is a beautiful woman when she got her makeup and everything on. She got the body, she got the money, the bank account, the finances, everything straight. She don't need you, she wants you. We got it. But let me explain what else she got. She got a whole slew of Offset kids. Them kids don't belong to no other man on the face of this earth. So when you leave Offset and you cut him out that picture and you try to put another man in there, crop another man into the family, it ain't gonna fit right. See, that's a stepdaddy. Not only is that a stepdaddy, but that's a stepdaddy with Cardi B. Real famous. Real rich. So when that man come, is it real love or is he looking for clout? They do anything for clout. So what I'm saying is you are already rich, you are already beautiful, you are already famous. Is this man here because he loved you? Impossible. How the fuck did he love you? He don't know you. He don't, what's your name? What is Cardi B name? He don't know that. He know Cardi motherfucking B. He know the girl that been dealing with Offset. The girl that been getting cheated on. The girl that had this #1 song or that #1 song. The girl who got this daughter or that daughter. The one who dried this and she was beefing with this. You know all that shit. You don't know that woman. It's impossible. It's like going to court and they asking the jury, you know anything about this case? Because if you know anything about this case, you can't be on this case. So we need to know you ain't heard nothing about this case, you ain't seen nothing about this case, you ain't read nothing about this case, you wasn't riding on the bus and somebody was speaking about it, and you know what I'm saying? You can't know nothing about this. So when you trying to get with this woman, see that woman you meet in the club, you don't know nothing about her. So she fair game when you meet her, you got to learn everything about it, and then she can trust it, okay, as you learning this shit, you don't care about it, or you love me enough that it don't matter. With Cardi, nigga, she not gonna look at you like, oh, well, you love me enough, it don't matter. She gonna look at you like, nah, nigga, I got enough money, it don't matter. I got enough motherfuckers trying to goddamn me throw, it don't matter. You just wanna stand beside me and it's gonna get you somewhere. Now, back to it. because them shortcuts ain't gonna get you nowhere. If you see what I'm saying. But there's no other man she could ever bring in that's gonna fit that family dynamic. Everybody's gonna be a stepdaddy, or they gonna be the nigga who trying to be the clown. I wouldn't give you go get an NBA player. They talked about that too when they were talking about Kim Kardashian. We're gonna get to them later, but it was like, look, I say that because look how many niggas came and went with her and her sister now. That shit ain't gonna work. It wasn't never gonna work. Because when them dudes got there, they knew all the shit that happened before them. You can play it off long as you want. My nigga, it's just your turn, and you already knew that when you came over there because you know too much of that woman business, man. So either you gonna clout chase for the long run, or you gonna get what you gonna get, and then you gonna move the fuck around. But you already know what she about. You can't change what she about. Like dude say, Kanye knew what that woman was when he married her. It was no secret. We knew. It was a point in time we were like, Kanye, no, what are you doing? Before the kids and all that, y'all don't remember that when we were like, bro, nigga, don't do it. What's up, Pat Pat? Reggie Bush was already there. Nigga, Ray J, the tape. We were trying to tell Kanye, no, you was just with Amber Rose and look how she doing now. She done jumped off on with, you know what I'm saying? Time go by and it be so much shit happening. A lot of people get this shit. I got a big brain. I don't be forgetting this shit. I remember some shit. And that's what I'm saying. It is you got to get to know the real person, not the stage name. But look at it like this. How do you get to know the real person? Let me show you something. Everything I'm going to tell y'all going to be some shit I'm going to tell you where to go look it up at. Gilbert Arenas said this about Halle Berry. What man on this thing ain't, you know what I'm saying, wanted some Halle Berry? Most of the women on this motherfucker that wanted some Halle Berry. But I'm going to explain some shit about you, how you don't know Halle Berry, but you know Halle Berry. You can know what city she from, where she grew up in, what her first movie was, what her last movie was, every movie in between. You know every relationship she done been in, when she was with this dude, when she was with that dude, how she got on, some of the shit she been through, abuse, bad treatment, cheating on, all of that. Eric Benet, all of that. And you feel like you know Halle Berry. Let me fuck your perception up. So Gilbert Arenas talking, and he say, man, I'm sitting at this event, and I'm like, oh, shit, that's Halle Berry. She just walk on by. He say, but the dudes around me, it's like 6 of them. He only said one name, Harvey Weinstein. But he was like, he was just eavesdropping. But what Harvey Weinstein was saying to the other older white gentleman from Hollywood was something to the effect of, oh, that bitch gonna sit over and act like she don't know nobody, huh? She wasn't saying that shit in the office when she needed that part, when she needed that role. Everybody laughing. He say by the end of the conversation, he realized all 6 of these dudes had Halle Berry. Ran through her. You might say, no, it don't happen like that. I say, think about what they telling y'all about Hollywood, about what you got to do. Think about what they telling you about these parties. Think about how if you go and you look at who people are with, like in a relationship, or who they deal with today, then you go back and check their history, who they've been dealing with, who they've been getting passed to, you know what I'm saying? And y'all can feel like, and it might be that they making their own choice to deal with all these people, but to me, it kind of look like they getting passed around. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how extensive we talked about Aaliyah, but I know every time we do, and we talk about the Jay-Z shit and all that shit, that we always mention how she was passed around. There's not too many females in Hollywood or in the music business that ain't been with a lot of other famous people that you know about. Sometimes it lasts long enough that you be like, oh, well, it was a real relationship. Sometimes it just be a sexual thing. But it happens. You see what I'm saying? when you think about Jada Pinkett, I can go and start Tupac, Chris Rock, Marlon Wayans, Will Smith, and goddamn me, August Alsina. I mean, we can just start going through and naming motherfuckers that she's been affiliated with and all this and that. But at the same time, we would look at her like, not today. Not today. A few years back. She had a role in the black community like she was a Will and Jada type love thing. Remember that shit? And it was like, we knew all the shit that happened before that, but we didn't really pay it attention. We let that shit slip our mind. Another thing Katt Williams said when he was talking about Steve Harvey, he say, you would tell the story like, oh man, my wife inspired me. She made me the man I am today, and I wouldn't be nowhere or none of this without her. My nigga, but then you went and got another wife, and you said the same thing about her. Oh, that's my inspiration. That's my motivation. I wouldn't be nothing without. Say, bro. It's starting to sound like you just repeating the story. You just telling us what we want to hear. Some good shit. Might be for real. The woman that you married to, she beautiful, she fine. But my dude, like, she's the dope boy wife. I mean, she your wife now. But before you, she was with the dope boy. He went to the feds. She took his money and divorced him and ended up with you. Call a spade a spade. Apple don't fall far from the tree. The daughter done been with everybody in Hollywood. Everybody. All the women the niggas wish they could be with. I mean, all the niggas that women wish they could be with. She done been with all of them. They done all passed her around. And for some type of way, women these days will look at her like, ain't nothing wrong with it. How can you tell me ain't nothing wrong with the lifestyle Laura Harvey living? Steve Harvey is a Think Like a Man author. 2 books. Nigga, what are you doing in your household? Because you raised her, bro. And she'd have been with every dude this side of the earth. I don't know what happened on that side of the earth. She slid over there. Probably got a couple over there in Dubai and Japan. Anyway, man, let's get back to the topic. I got a part on here where it say never call line. All the shit dude was saying about people. Dude triggered a lot of folks. Like a lot of folks jumped up and started making freestyles, and they even went to the improv and they doing comedy shows. And boy, they doing interviews and they making shorts. And they making threats, and they riding around with phones, and they talking shit. But the one thing they not doing is they not producing no receipts to say Katt Williams is a motherfucking lie. Let me show you this. They ain't pulling in no witnesses to say, hey man, that is not what happened. Let me tell you what happened. Katt Williams say from the jump, he said, man, the reason why I'm on her, the only reason is because every one of these dudes I'm talking about came on your show and had my name in their mouth. Stevie Harvey came on your show, Rick Smiley came on your show, Kevin Hart came on your show, all these dudes. And Faison loved to say some shit about the man too. They be in their little beef. Faison was like, I used to like dude, but over the years, I'm gonna be real. I've been realized dude was a big ass hater. It ain't just on no Katt Williams shit. I done seen dude like I'm gonna tell you who it be on. All the young comedians like that Katt Williams was giving props to, the DC Young Flies and them, the Country Waynes. Faison hate them motherfuckers. I get it now. Because I never looked at Faison as like a comedian. I looked at dude like a motherfucker from California just out in the hood. Just started getting movies. But that's not accurate. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I don't remember if it was Uptown Comedy Club. Y'all gotta check some of this shit out, cause I know some of y'all some young bucks, y'all know nothing about this shit. If y'all know something about this shit, then I'm producing nostalgia type shit on you. It was a show called, I think, Uptown Comedy Club. I know it was Uptown Comedy Club. I don't know if that's the show I'm thinking about right now. Big Worm Faison was on this show. Him, Monique, they used to do a thing called Snaps, or the Dozens, whatever they used to call it. You know what I'm saying? Joning, Snaps, the Dozens, all that, your mama jokes. And that's what it was, the your mama jokes. So, I'm like, y'all gotta realize this was like back in the day, man. This was a real live motherfucking TV show where one nigga standing over here, another nigga standing over here, go. Like battle rap. And the nigga be like, man, your mama so dumb, she got locked in the grocery store and starved to death. Man, your mama so skinny, she can do push-ups under the door. Your mama so skinny, she can hula hoop through a Cheerio. Your mama so bald-headed, she can roll her hair with rice. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. So, it's back and forth. And I'm watching this shit one day, and I happen to notice, because I'm watching the throwback, I do this shit sometimes. This new generation fucked me up. So I'm smart enough, I would go back to the 80s on your ass like, duck off 1987. Your mama hair so short. You know what I'm saying? That's my shit. Fuck what y'all talking about. I go right back to the 80s on your dog ass. So, I'm back in the 80s one day, you know what I'm saying, on my Back to the Future shit. And as I'm watching TV back in the 80s, I say, man, look at that fat ass, that Monique. Oh shit, it's Big Worm. On the same episode, doing the Dozens, snapping on each other mama. I said, man, so this nigga have been trying to be a motherfucking comedian since the 80s. And he really don't got no motherfucking specials. And I can't remember him doing no motherfucking stand-up. And nobody ever really called the dude a comedian. Am I wrong? I'm 42. I was back there in the 80s, my nigga. I was watching you. And I don't remember you. Was my eye doing some funny shit? Sometimes say, man. Sometimes I be feeling like my eye be crack-eyed. Did my ass be doing that shit? Y'all tell me. But I'm like, yeah, bro, dude really was trying to be a comedian all my life. Like on some Casey and JoJo shit. All my life. Bro. These dudes becoming a cat, man. And it's because the only thing I could explain is what he said. Man, I'm the type of dude, I know a lot of shit about a lot of motherfuckers. They don't like that. I'm not going to bend over forward or backwards for a motherfucker, and they don't like that. Because they will. And when you know that you done did 20 movies where you done had it, you know what I'm saying, for these movies, but you also know that I walked out the room before you like, don't do that shit, bro. They tripping. And then you walk right in there and come back out with the movie like, shit, hey, got another movie, y'all. Yeah, you might look at Katt Williams like, bro, I don't fuck with dude. So if dude ever come out one day and be like, hey, man, y'all know dude be with a movie, then you be like, oh, man, you know, dude a hater, bro. Dude, he a drunk, bro. He an alcoholic, bro. You know, he be on that shit, bro. Look at him, bro. See, man, you can say what you want to say. I'm going to tell y'all the real shit, what I see in my head. I see Future rap and make motherfucking albums every 8. I just do that funny shit again? Every about 8 weeks, Future gonna drop a mixtape, an album, or something, right? Now, he gonna have about 4 or 5 songs on his album, talking about he taking 30 perks a day. He sipping lean non-stop. Ain't got no water in his body. He 90% lean the way he drinking. But I'm the nigga that's smart enough to tell motherfucker, hey bro, you know if dude was really doing that, he wouldn't be dropping this many albums this consistently, making good music. Like, dude is on tour too much, bro. Dude is not sitting in Atlanta in the studio, bro. This man is on a private plane, headed overseas, headed out the country, on a tour, making money, making a baby, making music. Non-stop, bro. He don't have the time. I know niggas who pop perks. I know niggas who pop bars and tabs and all this shit all the damn time and sip lean. Bro, no. You do not have the mind or the energy to get up and go do the shit that this man is grinding out here doing it. He doing way more than the motherfucking average. Well, that's Katt Williams. Like dude say, 100 city tour. My nigga, 100 cities. That means in a year, if you're gonna do it and make it stretch a year, that means at least every 3 days you in a different city. About every 3 days. In between you doing these shows every 3 days in a different city, and you know he not doing them every 3 days because he got to be at home sometime. The man got kids, 7 of them that he adopted. You see what I'm saying? This is why I look at this dude and I'm like, bro, this nigga ain't on no normal shit, no regular shit, bro. This nigga is blessed for a reason, man. It's like he do the right thing with his blessings. I'm gonna tell you the vibe, man. And I hope y'all can put the pieces together without me having to go into a million different words to explain this. The vibe I get from Katt Williams is the vibe I get from Nipsey Hussle. Just being on some real nigga 100, the type of nigga you can look up to. You see what I'm saying? Even as a grown man, sometimes you gonna need a role model. Somebody you can look at as a model for the role your ass trying to play in life. You trying to get there. So you need a model in that role showing you a way to make things happen. Us as grown people, not just men, but us as grown people, don't always want to believe that. We don't always want to adhere to that. We don't always want to, you know what I'm saying, go along with feeling like we not good enough. We need to look at somebody else's example. It's a goddamn lie. And let me stop and while I'm talking, man. The other day, last time I did a show, and I was talking about getting help and shit. Somebody, I'm looking for the person now for the comment, came on my shit, man, on my Facebook page, and gave me the information for the Amazon publishing. They sent me a link. Matter of fact, they sent me a link. Now I know it's gonna be hard to find. That was a few days ago. But they sent me a link, man. I went to Amazon. I'm trying to find who it is so I can give them a shout out, man. Thank you. Von Martin. Now hold on. Let me see. Yeah, it was Von Martin, man. Shout out to Von Martin. Like, got right on that shit too. Like, hey, I don't know if this is gonna help you. You was talking about it in your video. I just seen it, man. So, man, appreciate you for that, man. I wouldn't want to let you know I went straight in there that night and set up my account, man, on Amazon for that. And I appreciate you. So we gonna get to that. I was talking about the never getting caught in the lie shit. Man, it was just, I told y'all, my philosophy is to be honest, to be truthful. Because one, you never know when the hell you gonna need a lie. And if you know we're lying, ain't nobody gonna believe that bullshit. But another thing is, the fear that come with lying, you need to overcome that shit, man. Put that shit out there, the truth, let a motherfucker judge. It's gonna happen anyway. But you rather motherfucker judge you on the shit you really did than the shit they thinking about your ass. You know what I'm saying? Even though it might be some bad shit. And my philosophy is this: don't be ashamed of the shit you do. And if you is, stop doing it. If it's some shit that you got to be ashamed of, some shit that you just, you know what I'm saying, if somebody find out about this right here, boy, then you need to stop doing it. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts, no shortcuts, no way around it. If you're ashamed of the shit, put it down. Whatever it is. Not yet, man. And when I respond to it, asked me anybody reached out to me for an interview yet. The only person, as far as another YouTuber or somebody that I done had any type of conversations with Cartoon. You know what I'm saying? The homie from Avalon. That's the only one I be chopping over sometimes. You know what I'm saying? If they reach out to me, we can get it in, man. I done reached out to a couple people. Probably more than a couple. But I ain't heard back from them, so it is what it is. Hey, you chill out, man. Give me a minute. Can I do my show? Move around. Move. Man, you supposed to keep it real with yourself for anybody else, but at the same time, if you keeping it real with yourself, keeping it real with everybody else, just that's on automatic. That's on automatic. Long as you stick to your script and you do what you supposed to do all the time, everybody else gonna take heed and fall in line with it, bro. People learn about you, and once they know that thing about you, they tend to not deviate from it. Like, even in the streets, when people tell you, man, do know who to play with, who not to play with. Yeah, once you know who not to play with, you tend not to play with that motherfucker. When you still in your learning phases, you might go over there and play with dude. But once he popped you upside your head or put a bullet in your booty cheek or something, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna go back over there doing that no more. I beg to differ. What's up, bro? Say, man. Alright, before you dig your claws into me, if I get up and I take you to the door in the middle of my show, am I gonna regret it? I'll put your hood on. Alright, hold on, y'all. You put your go. Yeah, man, how you like this? Come on, y'all. It's about take it outside. Let me see where I was at. So, fuck it, we just gonna try to get back. I give you one. Let's go through some of these people that got triggered. Ludacris. When he was explaining all the shit about Luda and the Illuminati and this and that. This man, Luda, jumped on the internet. Ain't rapped in 20 years. Came with a freestyle so fast. Saying everything that Katt said. And I'm like, bro, If a dude accuse you of being in the Illuminati and you gonna drop a freestyle to prove that you ain't getting new shit from the devil, why would you do it over a beat from a song entitled Devil in a New Dress? Like, I got the type of mind that I first of all, I know my music. Second of all, I think about shit and I analyze shit. And I'm like, okay, whoever wrote this music for you to this beat, they knew what they were doing. You didn't realize what they were doing, but bro, Katt Williams had already told her, he said, look, the number one job after you sell your soul is to act like it didn't happen. I said, ooh. So when a man tell you that you didn't stop rapping and start doing this acting, first thing they gonna do to prove that you didn't stop rapping after 20 years is how you start rapping again. Ooh. Cat story aired up in most ways. The only thing that I found since I watched this interview that I didn't like, I didn't agree with, and we're gonna talk about it, is my boy Dave Chappelle. We all know the Dave Chappelle story. We all know about the 50 million. We all know about the dress that they wanted him to wear, and he was like, he not gonna wear the dress. He ain't with that shit. Well, I happened to run up on a video that showed Dave Chappelle and Howard Stern, and Dave Chappelle had on a goddamn dress sitting on the radio station with some makeup and shit. I don't even think nigga had a wig on. I think it was just a dress and some makeup. But it was Dave Chappelle. All right, come on, let's go. Let's see if she coming or not. Look, she's stuck. So I was disappointed in that, but I had to think about it. And this is what I got to say about that to my conclusion on the Dave Chappelle with a dress on, since I seen it with my own eyes. Shit, my nigga, this is the age of the internet. Go type in Dave Chappelle, Howard Stern. I just gave you the information. Dave Chappelle, Howard Stern. That right there should get you what you want to know. Let me see if I can find something. Howard Stern, Dave Chappelle wearing a dress. Oh, damn. I don't know how good you can see it, but those are bosoms in a black dress. It's a video, but you know I can't play the video. That's Howard Stern. They sitting there. The man got the makeup on and all this and that. Now, I'm not saying that because I've seen the picture. I've seen the video with them talking, interacting, and all that. So, but this is what I'm going to say about that. As you can see, that man was young on that. That was way before he got some pain. And what Dave Chappelle was saying was, and this is what he said. I know y'all heard this before because y'all heard this man explain this shit. He said it get to a certain point in your career where you don't have to do that type of shit. So when he walked in there and he seen that dress, he said, man, look, I'm funnier than a dress. And they told him, look, man, they've all done it, all the greats. He said, okay, well, if they all done it, why I gotta do it? He had got to a point in his career, at that point, he was at the motherfucking top. And they were trying to put it and humble him. And he was like, no, I'm bigger than that. I don't need that. I'll walk away. Now, to me, at this point, I'm like, if you look at how old this is, I'll show it to you again if you want to see it. Look how young Howard Stern is. Look how young Dave Chappelle is. Look at the studio they in. It look like they in somebody's hotel or a motherfucking dorm room. That's not the high-powered $1 million studio that Howard Stern got. So that tell you that was a long damn time ago. Dave Chappelle wasn't doing that for Howard Stern to put him on. Howard Stern wasn't on. But Howard Stern always been on that type of shit. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna say that that man did that and he was bending over and all that. I'm not gonna say that because that's not no Hollywood shit right there. There's some mama basement shit right there. They're like a motherfucker telling you that they gonna come in here and sit with me and I'm charging them 15 bands for an interview and man, get out of here. No, you ain't. You finna come in the goddamn garage and sit in this motherfucking desk in front of the goddamn camera with this backdrop. You know what I'm saying? With me and the pit bull, do that a little bit. But you ain't finna get no 15 bands. Now, I can't stop you from telling motherfucker that. I might fucking act like I gave it to you. But you ain't really get it. That's just being real. I ain't got Katt Williams money. Now, if I did, that'd be different. I talked about the Luda shit. That was just funny to me how dude picked the beat, Devil in a New Dress, to do a I'm Not an Illuminati freestyle. I put up the video of Cedric the Entertainer where Scruncho was talking, confirming every motherfucking thing Katt Williams said. The man was like, look, Katt Williams called me mad as hell, talking about he was fit to kill Cedric the Entertainer for stealing his jokes. He said, man, I told him, man, don't go down there, don't do that. Man, dude bigger than you, he gonna blow you up. That's all he doing is making your name big because everybody know that's your joke. So it's kind of like he bigging you up. You know what I'm saying? He said, that's the way I was taking it. Katt Williams said, man, I'm glad you feel like that because now he doing your shit. Why he selling this motherfucking thing? They is showing split screen of the motherfucker doing the shit. Not just, it'd be different if they were showing you shit where it's word for word, bar for bar. Like goddamn me, Soulja Boy say. But when you got the split screen side by side, and you see these motherfuckers bouncing the same, then he get over here and get the... And I'm like, man, I'm a comic view nigga too. And the Def Comedy Jam nigga. So I remember these jokes. I remember Scruncho doing that shit. I remember Katt Williams doing that shit. Now, when I seen Kings of Comedy, it didn't register to me, you know what I'm saying, that this was the same joke. Just went from an old school car to a spaceship. I didn't get it. And another thing, I'm not gonna let Katt Williams off, but at the same time, I'm gonna tell you some more shit that will explain a lot of this away. And I'm gonna tell you who said that too. I seen, I think it was Corey Holcomb, explain how Katt Williams did another comedian the same way. I'm gonna tell you who, I'm gonna tell you what, you know how I do it, I'm gonna tell you. I ain't on nobody's side. I'm just gonna stick up for the real, and if it ain't real, I'm gonna tell you. So, Corey Holcomb was like, man, Katt Williams did another nigga joke before. And I was like, what? Never. No, sir. So he was like, yes, sir, nigga, look, let me tell you. You remember that joke? When he come out, he be like, man, every day I'm hustling. You can do this to that. You can do this to that. Nigga, you can take this and you can do this to that. Appreciate you, bro. So look, I'm like, nigga, that was one of the funniest motherfucking things when that nigga come out and he, nigga, you working at McDonald's, you on the Friday. So I'm like, you trying to say he stole that joke, my nigga? He was like, look, he stole it from J.B. Smooth. I know who J.B. Smooth is. So I'm like, well, he was like, yeah, J.B. Smooth did that joke on Def Comedy Jam. So they showed Jeff, they showed a little thing. He come out, he was like, man, this song, he like, man, that shit popping. Now, I'm going to be real with you. I was like, oh, shit. But the whole time, I was a little biased. I was like, man, damn, Katt Williams made this a fire-ass joke and you just didn't know what the fuck to do with it. Because your shit wasn't popping like his shit whatsoever. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. Cause JB Smooth come out, he like, man, he like the song bumping. And he like, man, that's my shit right there, man. That's the shit, man. I'm telling you, that's the shit. He just played it off a little too hard, a little too long about how good the song was. Then he came back, he was like, man, like that's the type of song anybody can walk to this song. Even if you were crippled, had a messed up leg, so he back up, he had a messed up leg to the walk, and the song come on, he doing it. He like, man, I told you, cut it off, man, cut it off. See, man, I told you, I'm just saying, if you was like a woman and you was standing in the welfare line waiting on your check, you could do it to this song like shit. So the song come on, and I'm like, man. So he gets to the one part, and this is why I bust out motherfucking laughing. I was like, okay, say the joke. He said, my nigga, you could be Superman. And when he laid down the thing, it wasn't even the fact that he was playing Superman. It was for the first time I realized that this beat that he is using, even though it's a real live hip hop beat, I think it was like CL Smooth or somebody. I can't think of who it was, but it's like it had a Superman sample to it that you didn't realize was there until you seen that nigga lay out flat and you heard that shit and it was like, dun, 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 and you were like, oh my, and started laughing. And I said, damn. Okay, that was funny. So then they showed the Katt Williams, and I was like, yeah, Katt Williams made your shit so motherfucking funny, and you can't even fault the nigga. But this is where I say it's a thin line. Because Katt Williams admits that he had certain people that helps him fine tune or come up with his jokes. What he was standing on is the fact that he writes his jokes. That's like saying, nigga, I wrote this song, but then somebody else came in and was like, hey, bro, instead of saying, goddamn me, kill that bitch, what else would you say? I don't know, slap that hoe, whoop that trick, get him. Bro, dude didn't write the song, but he just came in here and helped you out a whole motherfucking life. And he say he had a couple people that do him like that. Mark Kerr, one of the people he said, used to help him fine tune his jokes and get his shit down right. So, I don't know if JB Smooth helped dude, gave dude that joke, was like, here, man, work with this, do something with this, can you do something with this, or I don't know. Now, one other thing I heard, and I'm going to tell you, Don D.C. Curry, Uncle Elroy said this. This was a couple days ago. Because he was talking about Katt Williams on his interview, and what he said was, he said, man, Katt write his own jokes, but he got help. People have writers that help them, or friends, or whoever it is that help them. And they mentioned Don Curry. But he was like, man, this is what you got to realize. You got people that help, that will go sit in a comedy club and listen to shit, they taking notes. They bring it back to the comedian take the notes, make a joke out of it, and now your shit seems similar to what he was talking about. You ain't never heard this main joke. So your shit not gonna be like here, like if you take the walking and the shit that JB was doing, it was actually him trying to get you to look at his body movements to the beat. You wasn't giving a damn what Katt Williams' body movement was. You knew what he was doing. So him standing in line ain't just him moving to the beat. Katt Williams is pushing the shopping cart, throwing shit in his shopping cart. You know he's shopping. You can see this nigga in a motherfucking shopping cart, in an aisle, throwing shit in the shopping cart. When he is doing the McDonald's part, you can see this nigga getting a drink, taking a sip, walking back across there, put it over there, make the burger, wrap that up, get the fries, shake them motherfuckers up, pour the salt on them real quick. Come on. You can see all this. You already know what he doing. It ain't so much of watch me if you know like how kids do when they be dancing to the music, and they trying to hit every beat when they juking and shit. They trying. That's what JB Smooth was doing, but he wasn't doing it in a way where he was dancing. He was standing like he in line, but every movement he was doing was to the beat. Whether he checking his watch, patting his feet, waiting on the damn line to move, then he'll step up. He patting his feet, and he looking around like shit, and then he'll step up. But it's all going to the beat. When he was walking, he just walking like he crippled, but he was moving to the beat with it. Like his shoulders, everything is like the way he was cripple walking was to the beat. And like I say, all that shit wasn't even funny until you got to that Superman part, man. I just bust the fuck out laughing. So I don't know if Katt Williams stole the main joke. I don't know if dude helped him with the joke. I don't know if somebody that dude was writing for him got a part of it. I don't know. I've never heard that discussed until then, and even then, I wasn't hearing JB or Katt Williams discuss it. It was another comedian that said something and put the clip up just to let a motherfucker know it was real. So I don't know what to say about it. Man, we ain't through yet, but we finna move down to the next person on the list. We gonna go hit Steve Harvey in the ball spot. I told y'all about Steve Harvey myself. I told y'all long ago, man, this dude ain't nothing but a lie. Dude ain't nothing but deceit on you. If you open your eyes and look at him, you'll see through all that bullshit. I didn't know all the shit Katt Williams brought to light. Now, the shit about them having a battle, I knew about that. I'll tell you what I know about that. Steve Harvey ran his mouth talking shit about Katt Williams. Katt Williams issued the challenge. He got talking about doing her and all that, and he told him, nigga, if you beat me, I'll cut my motherfucking hair off and never do comedy again. And he hyped that motherfucker Steve up while Steve was on the radio, and Steve got talking about that shit. So he went and they did their show. It was him and him. Steve came out first. When he did his show, the person who uploaded the video didn't record it. And this wasn't for a special, so it wasn't being recorded. It was just a one-night event concert. Move. So Steve Harvey came out there, he did his shit. And this is how you know that it really happened. When they introduced Katt Williams and he come flying out on stage, he hyped. This nigga crunk. And when he get to talking his shit, he going at Steve Harvey. By name, by mustache, by hairline, by lies, by everything. He's talking about how the fuck is you gonna challenge me in Detroit, and you think you gonna get this crown, you think you gonna run me out of comedy, and you gonna do this and that bitch ass nigga, you got me fucked up, you should have went hard on me, you came out here and you spent the first 15 minutes of your set talking about a woman in the audience when you should have went in on my ass the way I'm finna go in on your ass. So nigga, this for the crown. You thought I was finna take it easy on your bitch ass? He was going in on Steve Harvey, man, he was not playing, and the shit was funny. It's a cell phone recording, but the shit is on YouTube. I seen it years ago. I seen it like 2-3 years ago. This is the same shit when he telling Steve Harvey, when he telling Shannon Sharp, he like, look, man, we was in Detroit when we had a competition. It was a championship of comedy, and I beat dude, and I shut him down. I was talking about his lakefront and all this and that. Man, he's not lying. You can go watch that shit after this. Yeah, he went in on dude, man. I'm gonna tell y'all some more shit I seen. So I want y'all to know what I know and see what I see, so you like, man, this motherfucker Katt Williams is the truth. This is the truth. Listen, I seen a dude drop a clip. You might not be able to find the clip, but if you go back and you look Steve Harvey on Def Comedy Jam, this is when he was young. This is like 88, 89, 90, 91. I ain't talking about no 92, 93. This like 91 back. This man had like a scraggly beard. No big thick ass caterpillar mustache. He had his high top. No Steve Harvey line. He had a regular line, kind of like what mine look like right now. Which, that got me fucked up. Let me go line my shit up, but right now, I know what's up. You move. This is my show, not yours. So look, what was I with this? We was on Steve Harvey and Hairline. Okay, so Steve Harvey, Def Comedy Jam. Go look this shit up back when he had a little scraggly beard. No hairline. You can see through this nigga hair to his scalp. In the front, at the hairline. Also in the top. That mine parted, I got dreads. But how this shit is, you can see through that nigga shit. I cut mine too low, it's 50 bro back much. You can see through that nigga's scalp, through his throat. When you look through the front, you can see the top part. Because the hair that thin right there. And I was like, ooh, nigga, you was in your 20s. That was in the 80s, bro. How in the hell in the mid and the late 90s, your hair so thick, it's a shame. You had hairpiece on. You had the hair unit on, my nigga. Just like Katt Williams say, that might didn't tell no lies, bro. And you could probably go look up the dates of when he had that show in Chicago and they had the comedy championship between him and Katt Williams, and realize that after that show is when Steve Harvey stopped doing stand-up, cut his motherfucking hair off, and I guess started doing TV shows. But I also told y'all that, like, when you do the bullshit, man, when you push the agenda these folks want you to push, no matter what that agenda may be, when you fall in line with one of their agendas, you're going to get rewarded for it. You're going to end up with 7 motherfucking TV shows. You're going to end up with a Shakaroni pizza and a motherfucking the general car insurance bullshit ass stories that Shaquille O'Neal be telling us. And I'm like, bro, like, dude got one story where he talking about, I remember I was walking down the street and I seen a raggedy ass Bronco too. And to everybody else, it would have just been a Bronco, but to me, it was a vehicle. I bought it. Man, get out of them lies, bro. You is Shaquille O'Neal, my nigga. You always been Shaquille O'Neal. You never been the little po-ass kid walking down the street, kicking the can, lonely with no friend. Not you, bro. Everybody knew who you was. You didn't grow up poor in the ghetto in the hood. The nigga Phil was in the military. Y'all lived on the military base. You did good for yourself. You was a 7-foot ass kid, bro. Everybody in the city knew who you was. You wasn't running around here gang banging. You wasn't running around selling dope. Wasn't running around getting in trouble. Nigga, your ass was at practice. And that's what I be saying about these dudes. Like, I seen a thing today and I'm like, Plies was talking about how he fit to go enroll in FAMU to help their football team. So then he started running off his football stats. So then he tell nigga, yeah, I'm really like that. And I'm like, yeah, bro. You really like that? That's real. Them stats and that shit right there real. But that ain't what we know you for. We know you for goddamn me laying in the bushes and chopper gang. And nigga, you been killing shit and spraying shit and had the bigger choppers and hunting around and riding donks and you love for the niggas in the streets in the penitentiary. Say, bro, you ain't not one time wrote a song about all them days that you couldn't gang bang and you couldn't hang in the streets and you couldn't run with the homies because your ass had football practice. You wasn't just a regular football player, my nigga. You was the type of football player that went to 2 colleges. You played for UCF and Miami, Ohio. Nigga, them is 2 different colleges. Learning, educational institutions. This means when you was not at college, when you was in high school and junior high, you was putting in work in that football field, on that motherfucking gridiron. You was passing them tests. You was studying. Nigga, you was trying to be prom king and shit. You wasn't in the hood selling dope, riding dunks, busting choppers, taking penitentiary chances, my nigga. You was doing what it took to be successful in life. Like EST. EST, then they went to the NFL after college football. But he get mad when a motherfucker asks him about that shit in an interview. Because he don't want motherfuckers to think about, hold on, nigga, you kill a gorilla, nigga, you was selling all this dope, you had Louisville, Kentucky on lock. But how? If you damn near went to the NFL, you wasn't no regular football player, my nigga. You was one of them dudes that put the work in. You put the time in. Nigga, you was practicing. AAU, nigga. Summertime. You was focused, nigga. You was eating right. Nigga, you were working out. You were hitting weights. You was taking the dash. Nigga, you probably was on steroids and some more shit. Not saying you was, but I'm just saying. Nigga, you were dedicated to that shit. Now you a motherfucking rapper, nigga, because you dedicated to that shit. Nigga, you not just a motherfucker that woke up one day and decided you wanted to rap. That's what I be trying to tell you young motherfuckers about these motherfuckers, bro. These motherfuckers been groomed to do good shit or do something for a long time. A long time. How do you feel? What's up, cuz? How do you feel when you realize Katt Williams ain't just a motherfucker who tell jokes, do a lot of shows, and made a lot of money being funny? That he's a motherfucker that could read at 3 years old. That he's a motherfucker that, you know what I'm saying, was giving speeches to crowds of thousands by the age of 5. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel when you realize Katt Williams was being accepted into colleges at the age of 7 years old? When you look at his success today, you got to realize this ain't no shit that happened overnight. It wasn't an accident. This man been destined to do some shit. And he just one of the few that actually took the time to say, you know what? No matter what happened in my life, I'm going to use this blessing. And I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to do what I can do. I'm going to do what I got to do. But whatever it is, I'm going to do it. Every day, I'm going to get up. And every moment I'm awake, I'm grinding towards this one purpose. I'm doing it for these people. When I don't got no purpose, I'm going to go create a purpose. See, I can sit back and talk about how I ain't got no kids and I don't have the motivation to get up every day to take care of my kids and my family. When this man didn't have a wife and didn't have no kids, he went and adopted 7 kids. And so he had something to make his ass get the fuck up and go do something. I'm too smart. I got too much talent. I can't just sit here. So if I need something to motivate me, well, damn it, I'm going to have to go and get something to motivate me. The average man in this world not going to do that. The average man in this world can't do that. I don't know a lot of single men that's in position to go adopt a child right now today. Can walk into the adoption agency and be like, hey, I want one. And they be like, let her check your... Okay. Shit, nigga. You want to sell them? You can't be a regular dude and these folks give you 7 people's kids to raise. You can't. I'm just saying, you can't do that. We was on the Steve Harvey part. When we talked about the battle, we talked about her. I know I was telling y'all when I was talking about Steve Harvey some months ago, and I was like, y'all realize how they trying to turn him into Uncle Steve, like they trying to make him. She ain't gonna go. She gonna be part of the show. How they trying to make this dude like he Uncle Steve. He's the dude that you need to, you know what I'm saying, put him in your face so much. Every channel you turn to, when you turn to the radio station, you're going to see him. You turn to a movie, you're going to see him. You watching regular TV, you're going to see him. Daytime TV, you're going to see him. You read a book, you're going to hear him, you know what I'm saying, his name on the book. So, once they shove a person in your face so much, once you listen to dude so much because you can't get away from it, you start to feel like their advice might not be all that bad. Maybe you get to a point how them Donald Trump fans is where like, it don't matter what this motherfucker say. That's Uncle Steve. He right. He ain't gonna tell us nothing wrong blindly. I'm gonna follow this motherfucker blindly. Steve Harvey got to that point. And I'm gonna tell you how I know he got to that point. Because this is the man who couldn't keep a wife, but he said relationship books. And he said relationship movies about the books. Will lose a wife, write a part 2 to the book, part 2 to the movie, and y'all was gonna spend y'all money to go watch it and listen and laugh about it, joke about it. Yeah, man. This is my show. I don't add nobody in. But you can put it in the comments and we talk about it. Oh, you gonna get down when you see that fire come up on the lighter, huh? But yeah, go type in what I got wrong. the Ricky Smiley part, I ain't even gonna lie. I don't think I went and listened to Ricky Smiley rebuttal. It just wasn't. The shit he said about Ricky Smiley was already so on point that it wasn't no defense. Like when he said shit. Now I'm gonna tell you some shit that was funny, and it would really hurt my feelings if I found out this shit was true. If I found out that it was really in his main contract that if Ricky Smiley did a move with him, he had to wear a dress. Man, that would hurt my feelings. I promise it would. Cuz say he lied about Ricky. What he lied about? Let's talk about it. Cause like I said, I didn't really investigate the Ricky Smiley part. I wasn't really interested because I did notice, like he say, the next movie Ricky Smiley did with him was in a dress, and almost every time I seen Ricky Smiley, he was in a dress, playing the same role, different movie. So this is like we was talking about Halle Berry earlier, and I'm like, y'all realize like when Halle Berry first came onto the scene, like her first few movies was crackheads. Like, she was playing the crackhead. That's not what Cube said. What Cube said was they had comedians trying out. So he was trying out different people for different roles just to see. And he said as soon as they tried Ricky Smiley out for that, he knew it wasn't going to work. Now, what Katt Williams said was he wrote that role. Katt Williams just twisted the truth a little bit because what actually happened was Cube said that when the man took over the role, it was supposed to be just a small ass little part. Not a role, it was a part. Like the Santa Claus shit, just some little shit that you see happening. But he was like, man, dude was so good that shit, he expanded that shit. And like Katt Williams say, nigga, I had to go in there and write this shit in and write my words and pick out the costumes and the wardrobe and all that shit. No, that ain't what that means. What I'm saying is, he told the truth and led you to believe what you wanted to believe. Because if you watch my videos, I'm going to tell you what monsters say. Monsters say the way you tell a lie is you tell the truth. And then you put everything else on top of it. And then you let them folks dig through all that bullshit they want to. And when they get to the bottom of it, they're going to run into the truth and nothing but the truth. And that make it the truth. And I say, well, damn. But then I had to tell monsters, you full of shit. A lie is a lie and the truth is the truth. And if you mix them both together, then they still going to be separate because the lie is still going to be the lie and the truth still going to be the truth. But what I'm saying is, if Katt Williams say, I wrote the role, and then Q say, yeah, man, dude had to write all the parts. Now, this is what, because I was going to talk about Ice Cube later, but we're going to talk about Ice Cube right now. This is why Ice Cube don't get no credibility with me. Because first of all, I know Ice Cube is a gatekeeper. I know Ice Cube is an ass kisser. Ice Cube has been an actor since day one. But this is where he acting it right here. I watched this man try to play the politically correct role in that interview that you're talking about. When he was talking about the R word, grape, he was like, man, Katt Williams lying, man, I would never do a movie with a grape scene and all this and that. And I was like, boy, what about your homeboy Junior and Player Club? So as soon as I said that in my head, he tried to run that by a nigga real quick and like in Player Club, that was different, man. We, you know what I'm saying? Everything, I know it was a little raunchy, but we had it. And I was like, nah, bro, that was past raunchy. Y'all took that girl in the brewery room, set her up, Junior went in and raped her, beat her bloody. I'm like, we could have did this movie without that scene. We could have did this movie without, you know what I'm saying, without that whole storyline could have been cut out the movie, and it still would have been an okay, straight movie. Just like dude say, when he like, hey, man, we don't need this in a comedy movie. See, that wasn't a comedy movie. But what Ice Cube lied about was he said, man, I would never have that type of scene in any movie of me. And I'm like, no, bro, you was lying. You'd have been down with it before. Just like when we was talking about goddamn me, Dave Chappelle not wearing a dress. No, bro. Now we gonna call a spade, my nigga. You done put the dress on before. Now, I give you credit because, like I said, Dave Chappelle was young back in the day. He was not famous. He didn't get famous after doing that. You know what I'm saying? So that was not a thing where Hollywood came and said, hey, man, put the dress on. And he said, okay, I do it. It kind of seemed like when he did it, he thought the shit was going to be funny. They wasn't even on TV. Well, it was supposed to be on TV. They was on the radio. Bruh, let me ask you a question. How can he say it would never be that graphic? How graphic are you comparing it to? What Katt Williams say would have happened in a movie, or what actually happened in a movie with you? Like, be for real. You can't say, man, I would never do nothing that graphic. You did it. If you ask me about a movie with a scene that got somebody getting raped in it, it's two movies. American Me, with 3, Shawshank Redemption, and Players Club. Ice Cube is in Players Club. The dude who did the activity was Ice Cube, Road Dogg in the movie. That was his partner. Cube was at the party. When that happened, it was his scene too. You sound like you under the inception that you supposed to win the argument. Get my show. I'm not gonna put you in a position to outdo me or outtalk me on my show. You got to get your own. Now, thing about it is, like I said, man, you can make all these excuses for Ice Cube you want to. That man said that he wouldn't have been that graphic, or he wouldn't have been involved, or whatever it was. And all I'm telling you is, the movie that Ice Cube did, where he was in a room at a party, and a girl got this happen to her, was very graphic. She got hands put on her. She was bloody. When they showed her the next time, she was laying in the bed, no clothes on, battered and bruised. That's pretty graphic. You see what I'm saying? That's graphic. After dude did what he did in that movie, after he left that girl, the next person he talked to was Ice Cube. This ain't a movie where Ice Cube was playing the detective and he was in a whole different part of the movie. No, that was his boy. You know what I'm saying? Just be real. Q tried to say, but he said that shit real quick, and he thought about it, and then he tried to cover up some more shit, and it just is what it is. Now, if you want to, we can go back over the whole conversation, because this is what we doing. Go find me a part in the conversation where Katt Williams did that, and you can come back and say, he lied. It's a goddamn lie. You can come back and say, man, well, Ice Cube said, not one time did Ice Cube say, man, that was Ricky Smiley part, and we asked him to switch it. That man say, man, I had a whole bunch of comedians there. If you want to be this real, every answer Cube gave was on some politically correct shit. Dude did not come out one time and just give a straight answer, because he could have came out and been like, man, I'm going to just be real with you. I was going to get a roll to Ricky, and I ain't really like how he was doing with it, so we wouldn't found Katt. That ain't what he said. He said, man, a lot of comedians in for the role, man, and we would just interview everybody that came through. We would let them do multiple roles, trying to see what to fit. Tell me the lie. If you type a lie in there, I'm not gonna act like I don't see it, bro. I'm gonna read the lie so everybody watching can hear the lie, and then we gonna talk about it. While I'm talking, you got all the opportunity to type whatever you need to say, and I'll read that too. For real. But, see, Q was the next part. It's right there. Let's go to the influencers. You know, influencers, that's the going job these days. You know what I'm saying? The people with, man, if you don't leave me alone, move. The people with the agendas. You know what I'm saying? The people that want you to do this and want you to do that, and you don't want to do it, so they find a way to get you to open up to it and do it anyway. Them type of people want influencers. Somebody that can talk to you, make it sound good, make it look good. But that's the whole thing. The only way you get on the show, you got to be here. Like, even if you was to call in, you would just be over there. We're not doing the call-ins right now. See, because it's going to turn into a debate. We wasn't debating. We was just doing a breakdown. But we still open to discussion, especially after the end. The influencers. And I'm gonna spin this around backwards for y'all. Y'all remember the funny face, good hair, women that he was describing that all these dudes get? Remember the part where he was talking about Kanye, and then he was talking about Pete Davidson? I know he didn't say nothing about Reggie Bush or all the other NFL or NBA or R&B singers, Ray J or nobody. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say nothing about Lamar Odom and all these folks, right? But y'all realize that they funny face, good hair women, Travis Scott and them, is them Kardashians, them influencers. You know what I'm saying? They got influence in the fashion, in the makeup, in the hair, in the whatever you want to be. They're gonna have somebody in their family gonna have the influence. When the agenda is transgender or transmission or whatever y'all want to call it, they gonna go get the daddy. You know what I'm saying? Listen to it. And it might sound fucked up what I'm finna say. These bitches had a show called Keeping Up with the Kardashians, right? Who is the one person in this family that actually did something to be famous? That was that Jenner dude, right? Mr. Olympian, fast runner, long jumper, dude, right? You know what I'm saying? Like that, them gold medals, that ain't nothing to sneeze at. That's some claiming shit right there. So imagine you wake up every day and you're a fucking Olympian, American hero, and you got 4, 5 females living in the house with you, all of them famous for not a goddamn thing. Ain't none one of them contributed nothing but some sex tapes and some lipstick to society. Some fake booty. They got a TV show. You got to appear on this motherfucker, you know, with the Kardashians. This man sat back, and he was like, man, how can I keep up with the Kardashians? So what I think he came up with is, I'm gonna turn myself into a bad bitch. This man not only wouldn't turn himself into a woman, but in less than a year was Woman of the Year. Now, I know a lot of people made jokes and they were like, how you gonna be Woman of the Year? You fuck all that. How you gonna be Woman of the Year when you ain't even been Woman of the Week yet? You ain't been Woman of the Month, none of that. You have not been a woman for a whole damn year and you got Woman of the Year. I smell a setup. But everybody know that if you go along with this shit, not just that, but any one of their agendas, if you go along with it, you will be rewarded. So, if you stand up and say, well, I'm gonna have to talk in and getting back on her. If you stand up and Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say when I just read this shit. What was I at? I know I was talking about the influences, the Kardashians, and all that shit. Y'all going to remind me because this motherfucker right here that threw me off. Let me think about my mama. Move. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, think about it. Dude get jealous of them. He like, man, keeping up with the Kardashians. How can I keep up with the Kardashians? This motherfucker turned himself to a woman. Got woman of the year in less than a year. And all this shit. And I'm going to tell y'all the dead giveaway of how you know that dude just did that right there. For the money, for the fame, for the magazine covers, for the TV shows, for the interviews, for all this shit. Because you got to realize what I just told you, trying to keep up with the Kardashians. When he did that, all of a sudden, he was bigger than he ever was. He was bigger than he ever was when he was getting gold medals, when he was winning races, all that shit. Now that he done turned himself into a lady, he got more magazine covers, Vanity Fair, all that shit. He woman of the year. He wasn't never man of the year. He woman of the year. But he not really wanting to be a woman. He not giving up his women now. So even though he done turned himself into a woman, he keeping that pipe. I'm gonna keep this pipe. I'm gonna get some titties. But I'm gonna keep this pipe. And I'm gonna get me a wife. I'm a lesbian. So that's that. Give me a young, beautiful wife, beautiful than I had before. And we want to have a family, so we want to have a baby the traditional way. So I'm going to keep my pipe. I'm going to keep my eggs. You know, man, come on now. This man did not want to be no woman. This man was trying to keep up with the Kardashians, get his bread up, and he realized sitting in that house that sometimes you got to go through extraordinary measures if you want to keep up with the Kardashians. Because these motherfuckers going to do some shit. They going to Ray J, and they going to Lamar Odom, and boy, they going to China Black. This is Hollywood, man. Their family was chose to influence the world, and they've been doing it. Whether it's on some be a hoe type shit, or get your booty done type shit, or get your titty done shit, chase an athlete type shit, or be a transmission type shit. Whatever it is, whatever agenda that's out there, that family has their hands in it. You see what I'm saying? They got their hands in it. Up to the motherfucking shoulder blade. But I'm not famous as Katt Williams yet, so you know what I'm saying? Don't take my word for it. We just going. I think I already talked about the part about how all these dudes, they getting mad and they making their response videos, but ain't nobody made a response video and was like, hey, here was the proof right here, this motherfucker lying. This nigga telling y'all, that man came with some shit like, hey. And then every time you turn the rock over, you're like, oh shit, y'all, telling the truth. Yeah, telling the truth. Now, Cub come on here and say some trivial stuff, and I ain't gonna just say like it's trivial, but I'm saying like, at the end of the day, when I watched the Ice Cube interview, all Ice Cube did was confirm every damn thing that Katt Williams said. Now, he did it in a way that didn't make Ricky Smiley look like a goddamn lie, but he still confirmed everything Katt Williams said. That's why I say the man was trying to be politically correct, because it's like he was trying not to step on nobody's toes, but he wanted you to know, okay, yeah, Katt Williams did do some writing. Yeah, he did go do this here, but at the same time, yeah, Ricky Smiley did put the pimp suit on, and it just didn't look right. The way he said it was like, maybe Katt Williams didn't know that man, but Katt Williams already said, say, bro, 200 comedians tried out for this part before me. Maybe Ricky Smiley was number 3. We don't know. I don't know. Could be. All I'm saying is, it's some petty shit to lie about. And the nigga ain't got no reputation for lying. He pretty much got a reputation for telling the goddamn truth. So the benefit of the doubt is gonna go for the motherfucker who telling the truth. I'm not gonna get a benefit of the doubt to a motherfucker I know lie. Like when we was at the beginning of the video, we were talking about him and Kevin Hart. One of them known for telling the truth, one of them known for telling a lie. Putting 10 on the 20, and then just cause it's funny, we supposed to say fuck it. Okay. No. A lie is a lie, and a lie don't give a damn who tell it. It could be a pastor, it could be a comedian. Sometimes it's both. See, cuz think that I'm on her dick riding. Nope. Not happening. I done already talked about how Katt Williams did another nigga shit and all that. All I said about it was, yeah, he did it. This is the nigga who said he did it. This is the nigga who joked it was. This is the platform it was done on in case y'all want to go watch it for yourself. Make your own judgment. But I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't know about it. I could have left that shit out the video. Ain't nobody else talking about it. I don't see nobody else, too many people online talking about Katt Williams doing another nigga stand-up. I'm a Katt Williams fan, but I'm still going to tell you everything I know. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to leave no shit out to make the nigga look good. I'm going to tell you the truth. Look, nigga, JB Smooth did a motherfucking comedy routine before Katt Williams with that music. There was a whole, hey, the shit was more similar to what I seen Katt Williams doing than the shit that Cedric the Entertainer did with Katt Williams shit. Put it like that. The joke was closer between Katt Williams and JB Smooth. I'm still gonna tell you that because it's the truth. You're gonna lie for that man. It was the damn truth. But that's me telling you that. I'm waiting on Steve Harvey, Ricky Smiley, one of them, Cedric the Entertainer, one of them to come out and say, hey, look at this, this the proof. Look, dude right here was right there, he'll tell you. Because all I done seen was other comedians, they pulling up interviews from 10 years ago. But they saying the same shit Katt Williams saying today in 2024. But they were saying this shit, goddamn me, it was 2012 and 13 and shit. You see what I'm saying? When Scruncho sitting here telling these folks, hey bro, this man called me mad as hell, saying he was sitting in the audience watching Cedric the Entertainer do his jokes. And I told him, calm down, bro, just let the man do the shit. Man, it's like he giving you props, he bigging you up, he gonna blow your name up, people gonna take the and they know that's your shit. And the man told him, hey bro, I'm glad you feel like that, cause now he doing your shit. Man, come on now. This was Kings of Comedy. You know what I'm saying? This was your breakout shit. If you gonna go watch Cedric the Entertainer doing some stand-up, the only places you gonna see that shit is gonna be the Kings of Comedy or some motherfucking Comic View type shit. You see what I'm saying? It made a lot of sense to me when I was watching. I was like, damn. That's why I was so intrigued. And it wasn't even just, man, look. The most intriguing part about the interview didn't have shit to do with Steve Harvey or Ludacris or no other motherfucker. It was hearing his story. Cause I'm sitting there the whole time like, man, this dude is a phenomenal dude. And that's why I was comparing him to Nipsey when I'm like, and that just comes from being real. And not even just being real, but being real in the way you deal with people and the way you treat people. You see what I'm saying? One thing I learned in you know what I'm saying, in the military is the values, man. One of the values is integrity. Integrity is doing what's right, legal and lawfully and morally, you know what I'm saying, willfully. When ain't nobody watching you, what is you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? That's your integrity. When, you know what I'm saying? When you run up in this motherfucking house to say this old lady, but you too late. She not already died of smoke inhalation, but there go that motherfucking stack of money that she was going to take there and donate to the church or take to the bank. What you gonna do? A lot of people gonna justify and rationalize. I'll tell you about them too. See, the justifying and rationalization would be, damn, well, if I don't get it, this is gonna burn up in the house. I might as well get it. But you know that ain't the right thing to do, right? You don't know it's an extra charge. That even though you didn't start that fire, it was a pure accident, but you ran in that house saw that woman dead and stole some shit, you stealing from a dead person, my nigga. You know that's a whole nother charge, right? That's like a whole nother charge, bro. They got a name for it. In some situations, it would be called grave robbery. You stealing from dead folks, bro. They got special charges for you, bro. Special levels of time that you gonna do. Man, we talked about them, but we can talk about it again, man. I was saying, to the effect of, on one hand, it's funny to me, but I have a large disdain for pastors, preachers, and reverends from personal experiences and for what I see from pastors, preachers, and reverends around the world. I want to say it's funny to me, but it ain't funny because I've been knew T.D. Jakes was, you know what I'm saying, shaky. I did 7 years in prison, man. I've been around a lot of shaky dudes. A lot of them. And this is what I be trying to tell y'all about prison when I'm like, bro, dudes ain't in here choking dudes out and poking dudes up to get them cheeks. It's too many dudes around here to get them cheeks up. Some doing it out in the open, some sneaking doing it. Some been curious about it all their life, but now they got to prison. They feel like, shit, I can do it now. It happened all the time. It happened so much that people don't have to run around and take it. I'm like, bro. Example. This is one of the reasons why when I listen to videos, I be like, man, it don't sound right. Dude make it sound like everybody in this damn state is on that shaky stuff, right? To the point where the guards just free, in the free world, come to prison and take it. Beat you up and take your cheeks and your jaw and everything else. And I'd be like, all these dudes shaky and fruity, why don't they come to prison and just snatch up one of the shaky dudes, one of the fruity dudes? You got all these guards that risk their livelihood, their life, their job, their career to come in here and take it. Beat a dude up, kill a dude, take his life. End him. Trying to get them cheeks. But you got a dorm full of queens over there and a dorm full of queens over there that'll give it up, bend over backwards, forward, sideways, toot it up, grease it up, slice it up, serve it up, suck it up, slurp it up. Whatever you want them to do, they gonna do it. And you walk past them every day and put your life on the line to go take it from a dude who probably will kill you about it. Man, it just don't make no sense to me. Not knowing that I grew up in prison. Like literally grew up in prison. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. What are you telling me? I grew up. I became a man in prison. I was there for a long time. I seen this shit. Bro, shit don't be adding up. It be for entertainment. It be for entertainment. I know it. Y'all know it. I be laughing. I be tripping because I be like, it's like a repetitive cycle. It just everything repeat. You just switch out the names, and then they do the same thing, and then they come over here, and then they do the same thing, and they do the same thing, and y'all been hiding weapons in the same spot. Police never found out about it. Every time something happened, you just happen to be there. I don't give a damn what dorm is in. Nothing goes down in this prison without somebody sliding the word to you, so you can run and go see it yourself, so you can tell the story about it 20 years later. And I'm like, damn, bro. Nothing in the prison got past you? Like, yep. Because they'll be steady reminding people, man, there'll be so many people, you will never know everybody. And I'm like, but you know everybody, bro. Everything that happened. You know what day it happened. You know what time it happened. You know the officers that were there. The homeboy was there. You know who set it up. You know what was said at the beginning before they got back there. You know what they were doing back there. I'm like, damn. If you were with your crew way down here, how you know dude got caught up with them because he asked him for a cigarette and he was like, come on back here with us, bro. Man, you were way down there. How you know that? Unless you just narrating the story, you writing, you know, hey, bro. Now, you know, I was in prison and I write stories. Now, and I'm my man now. I analyze shit. And I can be like, nope, not possible. Other than that, I'm just going to say, bro, the number one in prison here, you've seen this on every TV show, every movie, every podcast, except for that one. The number one rule in anybody jail or prison is mind your motherfucking business. I keep telling y'all the sayings. One of the favorite sayings in prison is, hey, bro, don't watch me, watch TV. Long as there's a TV on that wall, you ain't never got to pay attention to what I got going on over here, bro. Mind the business that pay you. Because if it don't pay you, it might slay you, bro. If you snickle a green, you ain't. I told you all this shit. This is saying in prison. It basically let you know, mind your business, bro. Because if I catch you over here looking at what I got going on, you going to be involved. If I'm over here about to poke this dude up and you ran over here and you staring, how I know you ain't his homeboy? You, as soon as I make a move, y'all ain't finna rush me. It don't work like that. What's up with it, girl? I be telling you, I pretty don't work like that. It ain't nowhere in the world I'm messing with this female and I'm taking her in here and we having sex or exchanging whatever we doing. And I'm going loud. You dudes to come stand at the door and watch me and play with yourself while you looking at me. Bro, I told y'all about the nude beach at Barney Unit. Had the very end, the dudes down there playing with themselves and they be watching the other dudes in the shower. Bro, that'll get your life too. A dude will end you for that, bro. Looking at that dude with that meat in your hand, stroking yourself into an orgasm will get your life took. Ain't nowhere in the world you gonna tell me that I'm over here with my pants down, gyrating and doing what I'm doing, and you ain't looking at me at all. You just focus on her. I don't care. I don't even want to hear that, bro. We not fit to do that. And then the thing is, you got to realize if a dude got a horse like that and she gonna walk in here and give him something, this man got power in the penitentiary. You're not gonna play with him. Cause I guarantee you, if you sitting there watching and they feel like you're a threat, guess who fit to catch a bogus charge today? You. Cause I'm gonna tell her, cause if she'll come in here and pull them panties down for me in this prison and risk her job and risk her freedom, what she think she care about you for? She don't care about you. She don't care about her. So as soon as it was Herbert, big, hey, you leave up out of here. I need you to write dude up. Get him up out of here. Call the code. Say dude smacked you on your ass or grabbed your ass or something. The police fit to come in here, no questions asked. They gonna beat these brakes off this dude, drag him to the hole. He gonna get rolled up. He gonna catch a charge. He gonna get shipped. Because he done assaulted an officer. They not ever gonna let him back out here on the floor with this officer he done assaulted, especially not a female. Hey, you gone. Because I said so. Because you getting in my business. That's how the prison work. I'm not no dummy, bro. I don't have to come over here and put my life on the line. Not if I got a woman that'll pull her panties down. Boy, if she thinking with that, and she letting this control her, then yeah, you gone, bro. And I'm not gonna put one hand on you. I'm not gonna jeopardize my good time or none of that. As soon as she walk out this bathroom, she gonna get to the door and turn around, pull her walkie-talkie out. Help! Help! This inmate done grabbed me. Bro, they coming. They're not gonna ask no questions. They're not gonna hold no trial, no none of that. You getting your ass beat, you getting drugged to the hole, you getting up out of here. You probably fit to go to a max unit for 3-4 years before you hit the floor again. This shit gonna stay in your file, in your jacket. It is what it is. That's why I'm like, nah. bro, shit don't work like that. It don't work like that. Don't work like that. Don't work like that. Look, when I be telling y'all, I'm like, man, like if you a little dude, you in prison, you get into it with a motherfucker, and you got some heart, a motherfucker, look out. That's the same way with these officers, man, that do a nigga bad. These officers is down bad. When you get an inmate, a convict that's ready to crash out, when he stop giving a damn, bro, he'll take one of them with him. Good dude. And then every once in a while, you got somebody like Ernest Green just be crazy, and he'll give up waiting on who we want and get whoever, you know what I'm saying, get close. He got to that point, he was like, man, I need to make an example. I need to prove a point. Man, I need to find out what I can do for the prison system here in the state of Arkansas. I know, I wish I knew ahead of time. There was some people downtown that was doing some stuff, like a protest or something about the crooked shit that's going on in the Arkansas State Department of Corrections. I need to find out who they was, man, talk to them folks, see what I can get going on. Because I wish I could just think of all the little shit, man, that guards do. I don't know all the shit that the guards do. They do too much shit. But it's like little shit, just like how we talking about Katt Williams. I try to explain to y'all, make y'all understand from a common sense standpoint that the shit you've been hearing and the shit you've been thinking is a damn lie. Like, bruh, it's a lie. Listen, how are you gonna tell me that the drugs and the cigarettes and the money and the motherfucking cell phones is coming in prison in a nigga ass? I'm gonna ask you. This is what I want to know. This is what I want to ask you. I'm not saying don't nothing get keistered or suitcase or whatever you want to call it, because some things do. That's usually in the prison, though. The way these things get in the prison from the streets is the warden or the COs. Listen what I'm trying to tell you. It's going to make so much sense. If you telling me that every day, 365, 366 in a leap year, niggas is in prison, every prison in America, getting high, smoking cigarettes, making phone calls. No matter how many times you come in there and bust them cells down and get all them 80 packs of cigarettes, 100 packs of cigarettes, 500 packs of cigarettes, pound of weed, half a pound of weed, 8 balls of smack, 2 8 balls of crack, whatever you get out of this prison. And then they getting high again the next day, the next week. You telling me somebody brought another 2 pounds of weed here in their ass, another 15 cell phones, another 2 ounces of crack, all this shit, bro, all these cigarettes, 5,500 packs of cigarettes, bro. You telling me it came in smashed? Well, let me ask you this. Who in the fuck let these inmates out of this prison to go get the cigarettes, to go purchase the cell phones, to go get the money out the bank, to go get the crack, to go get the heroin, to go get the fentanyl and the pills or whatever else is in this prison? Who in the hell let these inmates out of prison last night while everybody was asleep so they could bring that shit back in here this morning? Because to the best of my knowledge, when you in here, you in here. And you don't get to go back to the streets and get no more weed and bring it back in here tomorrow. No more cigarettes. But this shit gonna show up here tomorrow. It ain't gonna show up here this weekend when visitation comes. It's gonna be here on a Monday. It's gonna be on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever day. Whatever day is a guard walking in his prison, some illegal substance walking in his prison with him. You think The FBI give a damn. You think, you know what I'm saying? Man, you probably watch a documentary or some shit on AME or some shit like that where they trying to show corruption in the prison. 60 days in, they want, bitch, stop lying. I just told you all the shit coming from right now. But you will do a whole show to get some clout, to get some motherfucking views, to get some motherfucking money. It ain't to goddamn expose the corruption in the jail, to find out how the drugs and the shit getting in the goddamn prison. Nigga, you bringing it in. Your guards bringing it in. Because they money hungry. The same reason you doing a fucking show in jail. To get money, nigga. Just be for real, man. I be trying to tell y'all this shit. It's common sense shit. I just told y'all a million times. You can't work in a prison without being in prison. It's fucking possible. How you gonna do it? If I woke up this morning because you woke me up, and I went to lunch because you told me to go to lunch, well, motherfucker, wasn't you in prison with me all day? Oh, you went home? So what, nigga? I went to sleep too. I took a shit in the shower too. Ain't that what you did when you went home? Ate a meal, took a shit, took a shower, put some clothes on, brought your bitch ass right back to the penitentiary the next day, checked in, clocked in to do your motherfucking thing. So what they paid you for it, nigga? I don't give a fuck. What you do with it? When paid bills, light bill, water bill, gas bill, TV bill, rent. But guess what? I was in this prison, they paid me too, nigga. They paid my rent. They paid for my food. They paid for my lights. They paid my motherfucking water when I took a shower. We're in the same goddamn boat. The only thing you get to do is go home and create more problems for yourself. You get to go home and run up more bills, go home and fuck up your credit, go home and argue with your motherfucking wife, go home and be disappointed when your kids come and you ain't taught them nothing because you been in prison with my prisoner ass all goddamn day. Man, come on now. Be for real. You can't work in a prison without being in prison. If you in prison, you're going to pick up some penitentiary ways. You're going to start talking like you been in prison because you been there. You're going to start walking like you been in prison because you been there. The same dude that'll whistle and play games with him and talk about his ass, or whistle at a police officer and talk about how fat their ass is too. I done seen it happen. Every day of my motherfucking life, about 7 years, I seen it. Police ain't exempt. Motherfuckers play with them too. Just like I told y'all about when Miss Dean used to come through and they used to be on her ass. Damn, Miss Dean, you falling off, man. Where did that ass go? That ass used to be fat, man. Where your little booty go? You just smoked it up, man. I heard about you out there. You know, they be telling you business. Heard you on that pipe out there, man. I didn't think it was so, but you just fell off, man, and got all po. Man, you hate to come through that goddamn barracks, man. Police don't get spared in prison. Not for no motherfucking getting talked about. Motherfucker gonna talk about their ass. Talk about everybody. The only way you gonna keep motherfucking talking about your ass, you gonna have to start whooping everybody talking about you. And I'm gonna tell you the fucked up part about it. Nigga talk about you. You call them to the corner, whoop their ass. It'll be a nigga on the sideline talk about how you punch, nigga. Man, look at this nigga swinging like a bitch. What's my tagline, y'all? Nigga, it's prison. It's always somebody better than you, somebody madder than you, somebody tougher than you. And then again, it might just be somebody a better actor than you. You see what I'm saying? Somebody better actor than you. It's in prison, man. You gonna see shit that you ain't never seen or heard of before. And I know I probably shouldn't be talking about prison. We supposed to be talking about Katt Williams, but y'all know how it is. Y'all be wanting to hear this shit. Real talk. I basically was let me see, man. We're gonna get back to the Katt Williams shit for a second. I'm gonna wrap that up. To me, dude did more than just an interview. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Dude do more than, you know what I'm saying? It was more than just an interview, man. Dude said some shit, man. Dude gave so many jewels, man. So much knowledge. I don't know if that's how y'all feel when y'all be watching my shit. But I was just watching this shit, bro, and it's like everything the dude say, like I go back and I watch the clips, and every time I watch it, I hear something different. I pick up on something different. I learn something different. I get a different perspective on something. And I always felt that Katt Williams different. And it might not be that he where it is. The nigga super smart. Some people just see shit different. You know what I'm saying? Like the way people go about shit different. And it's like the best way I could break it down with him is like when he was talking about making his list and determining if he was better than all these different comedians. And I'm like, man, for him to go back and look at the laugh, even when he was talking about it, I wasn't seeing where he was going until he got there. And I was like, wow. Nigga, you different. You on some LeBron James shit, bro. You different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand with LeBron. Try to keep this as a footnote, a side note. With LeBron and his photographic memory and the way his mind works, I understand why he do what he do. When he passed the ball, he dished the ball off, and people be like, man, why he just ain't take the shot? Because in his mind, he's seeing way more than what you seeing. He know that I just got this ball, and in 0.3 seconds, dude is gonna flip and converge to me, leaving this motherfucker here wide open. I'm gonna jump up, fake the shot, kick it over here to the wide open nigga in the corner while these niggas are trying to block my shot. This motherfucker better hit the three. When this motherfucker hit the three, they say LeBron is a genius. He saw that shit. Look how he broke it down. He knew exactly what to do. When that motherfucker missed the shot, they say, man, LeBron a loser, bro. He a chump, bro. He was scared to take the shot. No. He saw what was going on. You ain't never seen LeBron pass the ball to a double-teamed ass nigga without a wide-open shot at the end of the game. He passed the ball to a motherfucker. They got a wide-open shot. If they miss it, they miss it. If they miss it, they miss it. And he gonna have to shoulder the blame for that. Just being real. If they miss the shot, he gonna shoulder the blame for it. I'm gonna say one more thing and then I'm gonna get off LeBron now. I seen this post either this morning or yesterday. And it was saying Kobe Bryant. And he was showing off his ring. And they were like, without Shaq. Then they were showing LeBron James. He was showing off his Cleveland ring. And they were like, without D-Wade. Then they were showing Michael Jordan, he had his hand like this, he ain't had no rings on. And they were like, without Pippen. I said, you goddamn right. Anyway, because y'all know Pippen my nigga, man. Nigga from Hamburg, Arkansas. Went to UCA, man. That's University of Central Arkansas, up in Conway. Motherfucking Bears. That's where my mama went to college at. Man, I don't know exactly where you was going with that one when you said you can't keep the ball out of time, you gotta pass it. That's for real. I just don't see where I was going with that. The reason I always say Pippen was the GOAT is because Pippen did everything that we give LeBron credit for. Pippen just don't get his credit because he had a teammate by the name of Michael Jordan. But what you got to understand is, even with a teammate by the name of Michael Jordan, when you look at Pippen, you got to say these things here. Motherfucking nose itching. You got to say these things here. Michael Jordan ain't never won shit without no goddamn Pippen on the court. Before Pippen came to the Bulls, that motherfucker wasn't smelling no more. motherfucking finals? Not even smelling them. Not even close. Motherfucker, what you mean? When Pippen came, ring, 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 like a Drake song. What you mean? I'm just saying. You want to get down to it? Then you take them 6 finals. All 6 finals that Michael Jordan made it to in his 15-year career. The ones he made it to. Scottie Pippen was right there. Why is it significant? I'm going to tell you why it's significant. Scottie Pippen is LeBron 1.0. He was the big, tall motherfucker, the athlete that came through better than everybody else in the league. He just didn't get his credit because he had a prima donna by the name of Michael Jordan. I'm going to tell you why he was better. Check this out. All 6 of them finals where they got rings at, Scottie Pippen led in steals. He led in blocks. He led in rebounds. He led in motherfucking assists. He led in minutes. Not only that. Every game of every playoff, Scottie Pippen's job was to guard the best player on the opposing team. That was not Michael Jordan's job. I don't give a damn what y'all want to say about defensive awards and all. That's bogus. Man, that's bogus as hell. I can prove it to you. Listen, if you go back and you look at what LeBron James averaged in the series against San Antonio, when they beat him, LeBron had stats. That man had numbers. He carried the fucking team. So why did a dude that was holding LeBron get the MVP, Kawhi Leonard? You got the MVP for holding LeBron and he was working your ass. That nigga was dropping down to 30 points. Then you got me motherfucking 15 rebounds, 12 assists, that type shit. So how do you guard him and get the motherfucking MVP? Because he LeBron James, bro. All you had to do is face him and you get the MVP. It don't matter if you had Manu Ginobili. It don't matter if you had Tony Parker. It don't matter if you had goddamn me Tim Duncan. Nigga, they just gave you the motherfucking MVP because you was guarding LeBron. I say that because they did the same shit with Iggy in motherfucking Golden State. They gave this nigga the MVP for guarding LeBron. Not shutting LeBron down, not holding LeBron, just being on him. Because LeBron was cooking, was putting them numbers. How I know? Because the other motherfuckers wasn't there. Wasn't no Kyrie. Wasn't no Kevin Love. They wasn't there. It was just LeBron. But on the other team, Iggy wasn't by himself doing that shit. Klay Thompson was doing that shit. Fuck you mean? Steph Curry, 30, the chef, he was cooking. Man, I think they had a motherfucker named Kevin Durant on the team. Even though they didn't have a motherfucker named Kevin Durant, they still had all the other motherfuckers. Draymond Green was on that team. You don't get to tell me that Iggy is the MVP on that team. Nigga, you was going LeBron. And LeBron was cooking your ass. But you got the MVP. So, I don't want to hear none of that defensive shit with Michael Jordan. Man, Scottie Pippen was out there doing work. And the only reason you had more motherfucking points than him is because who the hell you think he was passing the ball when he was getting his assist up every goddamn game? Nigga, he was giving you the ball. If dude get his motherfucking 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 assists back, double that, get him the basket. Why? Because who the fuck was stopping Scottie Pippen? Nobody. When dude come through the lane, it's like Jordan, nigga. Nobody was stopping dude. When dude come in for a dunk, it would get the fuck out the way. Do this. Scottie Pippen was gonna knock your ass. I don't give a damn how big you were. Like, Scottie Pippen was a force to be reckoned with coming through that bitch. Ask anybody that played it. This nigga was gonna rebound. He was gonna shoot. He was gonna block. He was gonna steal. He was always active. He was always on the court. He was high motor. He was always going. but he got his teammates involved. Scottie Pippen had the passes. I'm telling you, if you ever watch dude highlights, man, you're going to be like, damn, Uncle was right. This motherfucker was LeBron before LeBron was LeBron. Imagine this. Because you had a motherfucker in the NBA while LeBron was in the NBA that played exactly like MJ by the name of Kobe Bryant. Now just imagine if LeBron James had came to the league and instead of going to Cleveland, he would have went straight to LA with Kobe Bryant and Phil Jackson, like Scottie Pippen did. Do you not think LeBron, that was carrying the motherfucking Cleveland Cavaliers at 18, 19, 20 years old, would have got with motherfucking Kobe and Phil the way Scottie got with Jordan and Phil? Man, come on now, I don't want to hear that shit. Man, it would have been 6 rings, 7 rings, 8 rings, 9, 10, 11, 12, all around the clock. They would have had rings all damn day. You wasn't going to stop that. Come on now. I'm just saying, MJ get a whole lot of credit. And I ain't saying he don't deserve none of that credit, but I'm just saying he don't deserve it all, because when y'all give him all that credit, then you trying to tell me Steve Kerr's career don't matter. This motherfucker is a legend. He played with Michael Jordan on them rings. So you can't tell me he one of the greatest shooters of all time and he played with Michael Jordan, but Michael Jordan is that dude. He did it all. You can't tell me the goddamn Scottie Pippen was running them goddamn rebounds up, he was running them assists up, he was running them up from the steals up, he was guarding the best play, he was shutting their head down, he was dunking on everybody, he was dishing that motherfucking ball behind his head, between the legs, around the back, to Michael Jordan every damn time for the easy shots, because he could see what Mike couldn't see. Say, bro, if I jump over here, they gonna follow me, you wide open, I'm coming behind the back, no look pass, you wide open. Man, come on now. That man made Jordan better. Why do I say that? Because Jordan knew how to score. He could score, but he couldn't play no organized basketball. See, y'all have it misconstrued. Y'all think that when you hear Michael Jordan got cut off his high school basketball team, that the nigga wasn't no good. He was good in a motherfucker. He knew how good he was, but he let that shit outdo him. When you see LeBron playing in high school and you see how good he was, he's still passing the ball to his teammates. Only thing is, this motherfucker passes to him at the right time. Put him in a position to score. Put him in a position to get a wide open, high percentage shot. Now what you do with it, that's on you. But after playing with these dudes so long, they all started knowing each other. LeBron ain't had that shit in the NBA where he playing with the same team year after year. He got it now. He been playing with AD. And that ain't even been the whole time he been in LA. You know, you got to go reach and go get that young buck. He tried to train him for a while. AD got lazy and lackadaisical. This year he came back and run like, hey, bro, I'm gonna be 39, bro. You better get on your shit. We talking about everything. We talking about everything. We was the replay on how you entertained everything good. Right now we on some LeBron versus Michael Jordan type shit, you know. But we can get off of that. Get on something else for a minute, I guess. Pretty soon I'm gonna shut it down, go give me something to eat. I'm kinda tired too. Let me go back to the story I was telling y'all earlier about old girl. I told y'all that was over. Okay, so this is what had happened, right? And I'm gonna back it all the way up to the Katt Williams shit with her so we can get back on track. So when I was watching Katt, and I seen him talking about the shit about getting your heart broke, about giving people too much of yourself. What's up, bro? You made it? So he was talking about getting your heart broke and giving a person more of yourself than they deserve. And I was like, you know what I'm saying, since it's 2024, I'm gonna do something new. And I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna hold back. And I was like, it was funny because what he was holding back on was I had seen the Katt Williams was coming in March. And I was like, man, I need to go and buy a couple of tickets. But I was like, no, quit spending your money. Quit spending your money on these women in advance. Because my thing is, I can go to the concert without her. Or make a plan with her because I don't know. She ain't showed me that she's going to be around. Now, I'm going to get to y'all why I say that. Boom. Put all that shit to the side. So, like I told you, I met her and it was all good. You know what I'm saying? She really basically hit me up, came at me. So, I'm like, okay, new vibes. I'm feeling it. What's up? Then you cute, you say right. She like, I ain't got no kids. You know what I'm saying? Stay by myself. Not married. Then I'm like, okay, bet. What's up? Let's chop it up. I take her on a date, you know what I'm saying? We go out to eat, you know what I'm saying? Get her some steaks and potatoes and shit. Chop it up. Conversation good. Slide back here to the crib. Blow a couple blunts. She fell in love with the dog. It's all good. Well, the next thing you know, boom, I bounce and I go to her crib. Pull up over there, smoking blunts with her, watching TV. You know, chilling, just laying in the bed, not like hugged up in that laying in the bed, but just laying on her bed, ashtray between us. I'm over here, she over there, we smoking past blunt, watching TV. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no pressure, wasn't nobody trying to do nothing. She had made some food, you know what I'm saying? Made me a plate, shit, we ate. Continued watching TV, smoked a little bit more. Around this time, she was telling me, she was like, man, you probably ain't gonna wanna fuck with me no more after I tell you what I'm about to tell you. But I need to go and let you know. And I'm like, oh shit, one of these. So she hit me with the bullshit about, I'm celibate this year. For the whole 2024, I'm celibate. I'm gonna be celibate. I'm trying to see how long I can go. Last time I went 7 months. I'm like, hey, I ain't trying to be funny, but I'm not fit to be part of your experiment. You know, I'm basically letting you know that I hear what you're saying, but I'm not fit to live my life according to them rules. Now, I'm not fit to be trying to jump your bones in 2-3 minutes, but as we continue dating and going on dates and spending time with each other and cuddling up and getting close, I'm going to make that move. And if I start making that move and you shut me down, then I'm not going to make that move no more. And if I'm not trying to make that move no more, then what we really doing? Just being real. My thing is this here. Yeah, I told y'all this part. They just made me forget what I was gonna say. What I tell her? Besides, I'm not fit to be going along with her experiment. It was something else I told her. Damn, it was just something tip of my tongue too. I don't know, but I know she said she wanted to see how long she can go. Last time she went 7 months. Cause this is my thing. You're not a virgin. And I feel like if you done got to a point in your grown ass life where you trying to cut sex out, it's because you done made some mistakes yourself and you don't trust yourself. You see what I'm saying? Whatever you got going on in your life right now, you don't trust yourself to be having sex. Either sex is interfering, you either irresponsible with sex, you reckless with sex, it's something you need to change and you had to cut that shit out. You done went on a diet, blood pressure up, you had to cut the sugar out, you had to cut sex out of your life. So whatever you're going through, whatever your experiment is, even if it's just an experiment, I'm not with that. I'm looking for something real in life and I ain't got time to play games because to me, you saying last time I went 7 months, that's because you was playing. If you ain't having sex, you ain't having sex. When you get to the point where you don't want sex no more, it's because you don't want sex. And if you're not having sex because you just want to see Meaning you wake up and you still horny, or you go to bed at night, you lay in the bed and you be thinking about some pussy, or you thinking about some dick, but you just don't go get it because you trying to see how long you can go without it. You playing. I'm trying to be in a whole relationship. And I probably said all this to y'all before. I'm 42. I'm not fit to go and wait until I'm 43 somewhere to get back on my personal agenda, which is having a family, with me, wife and kid. I'm not fit to play with you for 365 days, and then we get to that part, and I look around, and then all of a sudden, I find out that after we had sex, you changed. I know I'm not gonna change. I know sometimes it be the man that change after sex, or sometimes it be the woman. But I'm just saying, I wait 365 days with you. I'm emotionally invested. I love you. We had sex, and now you're not the same person no more. But I love the person you used to be. Now I'm conflicted, and we toxic. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for the opposite of that. So I can't play them games with you. Now, let's get back to Katt Williams. Telling you don't give people what they don't deserve. The other day, just in general conversation, we was talking, and she was like, she said something about shit being hard for her. I'm like, yeah, I feel you, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all know what I'm going through. She know what I'm going through. But all this time, it's like, even with the job shit, she like, I tell her, you know what I'm saying, I'm putting in this application, I'm doing this here, and she like, man, you know what I'm saying, keep on going, you know what I'm saying, you gonna get something, they gonna fuck with you, it's gonna come through, you know what I'm saying, I got faith in you, I got your back, I'm here for you, all this, and I'm like, man, you see, this is what I asked for. I'm going slow with this, I'm gonna make sure I do this right. So, it gets to the point where she talking about how she need the help, and I'm like, I know where you stay at. My sister used to stay in the same apartments. When I say the same apartment, like, my sister stay 2 doors down from the apartment you in. I know the type of work you do. So I know the type of money you make. You driving like a 2018, 19 Cadillac CTS. You stay in a 1-bedroom apartment on, you know what I'm saying, over in this area. Is a straight little area, but it ain't expensive. You know what I'm saying? You living in the motherfucking, all utilities paid. And with the money you making, you straight. So don't come to me and tell me you struggling or you doing this and that's all you doing. See, because I know when I walked in your house and I seen it was an air mattress in your living room, and I was like, what the fuck? And I started thinking to myself, Lord, please don't tell me she one of them. It's an air mattress in the living room. Damn, it took up the whole living room. Ain't no sheet, no nothing on this motherfucker. I'm thinking, I'm like, I know this ain't where she put to have me sitting down at. You know what I'm saying? So she keep on walking past that shit. We go to her room, okay, real bed. So we sit on her bed. And she, I guess, seen the look in my face, so she got to explain it. She was like, yeah, I had a roommate, but the bitch goddamn me was full of shit, and she was this and that, so she had to go. I put her ass out. I know you were looking at that mattress up front, that's what that was. My room when you stay up there, I'm like, damn, okay. It made sense, so I ain't think nothing else about it. Yesterday, we was talking and she made a comment that she might end up going back to Texas because she was just, you know what I'm saying, everything wasn't going the way she thought it was going to go up here, and things was getting rough on her, and she don't really got no help. So I'm like, damn, okay. So this morning, when I wake up, it ain't on the I need help, so I might be going back home. I'ma just focus on me. I don't think I need to be trying to be with nobody right now. Okay, no response. I'm not finna beg you. I'm not finna none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because Katt Williams had just told me the other day, don't be putting my all in my thoughts and everything into you if that's not what I'm getting from you, and I wasn't getting it from you. I'm getting them little shits that sound good, but when it come down to doing something, the shit you was telling me was already letting me know you was not in it for the long haul. You was playing because you told me. This is what she told me. This is what I was thinking a minute ago, and I told y'all this too. When she was like, "Look, you can go mess with somebody else as long as we still cool." Man, we not fit to be cool. I don't know. I know how niggas be. I'm not that. Just being real, I'm not that. I'm not like these niggas. I'm not gonna say I don't do no hoe shit. I do some hoe shit, and I'm not saying like a hoe ass nigga. I'm saying like I'm a gigolo. I might do some hoe shit. But I'm single when I do my hoe shit. And motherfuckers say, "Oh, well, you having with married people." I'm not trying to be funny. But at the very bottom of it, like when I say when you get through all the bullshit and you get to the truth is, yeah, they married, they took them vows. I did not. I ain't made no promise to God that I was gonna love, honor, cherish, respect, obey, and all that shit to nobody. They did. They broke them vows. I ain't forced nobody. I ain't threatened nobody. I ain't bribed nobody. I ain't conned nobody. The married women that I messed with, when I started messing with them women, I wasn't under the full impression that they was married. Either they wasn't or they just didn't tell me they was. One of them I found out about later on. One of them got married later on. But we was already messing around. We just ain't never stopped. Now, the one that I found out about later on, we stopped and we ain't messing around no more and we don't deal with each other like that. You know, the other one, well, y'all know the situation with that. But we ain't doing the stuff we used to do. I ain't gonna say I cut it off. We cut it out. We still talk and plan to work on things together and see eye to eye without all the extra. You know what I'm saying? So, updates. She went to the doctor the other day, and she had been sick lately, and they telling her that it might be possible that the baby might develop heart complications. She going to the doctor, the baby heart doctor, Monday. So I know something, but you know, our prayers and positive thoughts and wishes and all that's welcome. That and another update I want to give y'all was this here. Guess we got a job. Guess we got a job. It's your boy. Let me tell you what had happened. See, this what had happened was, right? I had thought about this place. And I'm like, man, back in the day, they used to hook your boy up when your boy needed a job and were paying a little bit more average. You know what I'm saying? Give me out that minimum wage. So, at the last second, man, y'all know I had already told y'all, I'm like, look, they were supposed to have me at the doctor on Tuesday, the 2nd. And they was going to medically clear me, which was going to stop my check, which is going to have me back in the land of the world of saying, damn, I take care of all these people in the fam, and even though I got some little money stacked up, if you ain't got no job, when the bills come at the end of the month, they going to run through that little money. So I'm like, shit, what I'm going to do? I need to get a goddamn job, so I got to go down here to talk to these people. So I went down and talked to these people, and people like, man, we might have a little CDA or something for you, man. You want to do that? I'm like, hell, yo, whatever it is. They're like, now, you know, you ain't gonna make no money you was making. I'm like, yeah, I know. But in the meantime, bro, I'm in that position where I need some money. It don't matter what money it is, I need some legal money. Like clockwork, you know what I'm saying? Coming in. If I got to curb my spending habits or my smoking habits or whatever it is to get these bills paid, the nigga as a man, that's what the fuck I got to do. But I got to get this job. So I told y'all about the drug test and all that shit. What had happened was I took the 5-panel drug test, passed that, knocked that bitch out the park. And then I was doing a video with y'all, and I'm coming back home, and I'm riding, and I'm like, yeah, my phone would ring. I'm like, damn, who this is calling your boy? And it was a drug testing place. And then it was the job people. So by the time I finally got home and I got off the phone with y'all, I was like, man, let me talk to you folks. I talked to you folks. They were like, hey, they gave you the wrong drug test. You need to take the 10-panel drug test. So we need you to go back down there. I grabbed mama, went back down there, took out to eat. Another video with y'all. If I'm not mistaken, that was like Wednesday. So either Wednesday or Thursday. I think it was Wednesday. No, Wednesday. Because the woman had told me that she was going to call me that Thursday. I'm going to read y'all comments right after this. The woman had told me she was going to call me that Thursday. And if I didn't hear her by like Thursday afternoon, call her. She. Matter of fact, it was either Tuesday or Wednesday. She called me. Yeah, you gonna start the job Monday. I'm gonna send you a text message with all the information you gonna need, so you can just be down there, be ready to go to work Monday. You got the job, congratulations, all this and that. I said, I did, I got the job. She was like, yeah, you got the job. I was like, Monday? Yeah, Monday ain't gonna work for me. See, what had happened was, let me tell you, remember when I told you I had an accident months back? Yeah, well, my medical date is that Tuesday on the 9th. That's when I'm going back to the hospital to get cleared to go back to work. Now, my doctor told me if I had a job that I could go to work before then and he would just clear me. But seeing how Monday and Tuesday so close together, I think I need to go ahead and see my doctor, get cleared. And she was like, okay, we'll just start you Wednesday. So when you see your doctor, can you bring me? I'm like, yes, ma'am. I will have paperwork that I'm cleared, doctor's signature, all that. Tuesday, when I leave his office, I will stop by your office. I don't know why I be feeling the need to like control shit. Is that like, am I a narcissist? That I felt like, you know what, I could have just said, fuck it, I'm going to work that Monday. I don't need to be cleared. I got a job now. Clear me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I need to make this money. But I'm like, thank you for the job and the opportunity, but let me one up you and tell you I can't start on the day you want me to start. I start on this day, respectfully. And they're like, damn, nigga, okay. And I'm like, okay, bet then, we cool. Since y'all paying me not $40 an hour like I need, like I, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm up from 40. I'm really trying to be at 42, 43, 45, something like that, you know what I'm saying? Slight difference. Really. Look, I've been thinking about team driving, see if I can't make me in the 200 bands a year. But let me read this comment. Find you one of the female truck drivers and dating to be a team driver and make 700. That's the shit. Here's like said what's up here. See a grown man. Man, for real. I got my nephew. He wanna try to sell a car. I got a little bro. He is not gonna put them clippers down and stop being a barber, man, and trying to breed dogs and shit. And I'm like, bro, I understand that's what you wanna do. And I'm not saying give up on that or none of that. But what I'm saying is, bro, can you sit here right now and tell me that your plan with your Clippers is to save up $100,000 this year in the next 365 days. At the end of that, I ain't talking about how much money you done made and ran through. At the end of that, is being a barber, fuck with them Clippers, gonna have $100,000 in your bank account in 365 days. I don't think so. Tell little bro, nephew, nigga, do you believe that selling these cars is gonna have $100,000 profit? Play with, do whatever you want to do with in your bank account at the end of the year. I'm not saying you're going to sell a car, sell some bands, and then you're going to buy 2 cars, and then you might end up with 14 bands, but nigga, you got to flip it. I'm saying, my nigga, is every time you get paid, is that money going to go in the bank account and sit there? Because you don't need to spend it. You live in this truck. You on the road. Every day you wake up and make more money. When you sleep, I'm making you some money. When you wake up, I'm going to go to sleep and you're going to make me a little bit of money. Make you low light, though. At the end of the year, my nigga, even if you was sending your girl home $1,000, $1,500, you know what I'm saying, for the bills every month, while you was out here on the road, or you didn't have no bill, or whatever it was, you gonna have a bankroll at the end of the 365, bro. That's a plan that I'm telling you that I'm gonna show you before you even take one step forward, what you can end up with. It's gonna be some feasible common sense shit. I'm not lying to you. I'm not pulling wool over your ass. I'm not painting no picture that you can't see. No, none of that shit. Bro was like, man, you know how many times my daddy done tried to get me to drive trucks. My daddy been driving trucks since before I was born, bro. Bro, I understand that, but that's you coming from your daddy. I'm trying to tell you right now, listen. My nigga, do you understand what it would feel like to make legal money, sitting down all day, sleeping all day, eating, kicking it, riding all over the country with your ace, a motherfucker you love, a motherfucker you be smoking with all the time, and you can do it all day and long and have these conversations and talk and kick it, and you wouldn't be homesick. You out here getting this bread and you having time in your life and everything's straight. Your debts is disappearing, your bills is disappearing, your car is paid off, that type of shit. At the end of that year, that's all you can look back and say, damn, nigga, I've been paying student loans. Nigga, I didn't put a dent in this expensive ass car that I always wanted. Damn, I done got my credit up. Damn, I can go get this house over here. Damn, I'm not telling you to be celibate for a year, my nigga, and waste your time and play a game. I'm telling you to step your life up, change your life. And at the end of that, if you want to take that $80,000, $90,000, $100,000 that you just saved up while you was running around not spending all your money to go buy your own barbershop, to go buy you some land, to go buy you a kennel or whatever you want to go do, my nigga didn't do it. All I'm saying is sometimes you got to change direction to get to where you're trying to go. And I ain't saying a shortcut. Change direction, make it even longer trip. But you got to do it with a vision. You got to say, okay, you know what? I'm going to hit the road and I'm not going to walk in this truck stop every time I get to a truck stop and spend $100 because I know I got it. Because at the end of the year, all them truck stop business where I spent $100 and I walked in and I said, you know what, man? I'm going to buy me a big ass bag of gummy bear. I'm going to buy me these chips. Oh, I'm going to get that jacket over there, send the hat over here, get this over here for the kids. Man, let me get me a burger, some nachos, man. I need some snacks, man. Let me get the snacks, man. I'm going to get this radio over here, man. Man, it's easy to do that shit because you walk in and you see all the shit and you can afford it all. Do you need it? No. It's even easier when you team driving because like I say, especially if you in there with a motherfucker you came up with. One of your aces, not just somebody you work with. You know what I'm saying? It's a big difference. That shit is different. But, man, they ain't trying to hear me, so I formulate my own plan. The plan right now is I'm finna start back writing me some more stories, man, and I'm gonna try my best to write these stories and not send them out. Yeah, work on my work, get back in the habit of working on my work. and start. I say that because I wanted to. I might have to do two separate things because I tell y'all my book is like a book of short stories. So I might put about 50, 60 short stories in the book, and then break it down where you can go instead of read the whole book and read story, where you can just get a story, story, and you got to, you know what I'm saying? Bam. Or I don't know how the shit work. So once I start doing it like that, I can pretty much write the stories. That's what I was trying to tell Miss Carol the other day. It ain't the problem with writing the stories. My thing is, I'm like, I be trying to get people to understand, like, man, my shit work. It get hard too. So when I turn my mind to a situation like I'm writing one of these stories, I'm already writing it with the mindset of turning on my reader. And I don't want to give y'all all the sauce, but I write the story for the reader. I want it to affect the person who's reading it. I want them to get emotionally invested, to get psychologically invested, to get, you know what I'm saying, enthralled, entrapped into the story, even though it's short. I want them to see themselves in it, so when some shit going on, they feel that shit. And if it's my story, it's pretty much gonna be some freaky shit, so when they feel it, they gonna feel it. That's the plan, man. To go and get that out there and publish that, man, and see my name in big bold letters as a motherfucking published author. Now, I'm not saying I'm gonna sell 1 million copies, but I will say that I feel like I got a lot of people that always told me, not people I know, people just didn't read my shit. Like, nigga, if you got books or something, where they shoot me to the website, the link, I buy something, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, I fuck with your shit. And now I'm gonna be able to be like, this shit right here, go get it. Or go post this shit like, hey, nigga, go get it. Y'all read this story? Oh, yeah, I do. It's on Amazon, go get it. And since the 2010s, man, I done had a name for the book that I was gonna use. And for the first time in life, the other night, after Ron sent me that link, and I was thinking about, because it was like type in name of the book and all this, and I was about to do it, but I didn't. And I was thinking, I was like, damn, what if I didn't call it that? What if I called it this? This. I think it's I don't want to give y'all a title, but I think it's a title for the genre of music, genre of writing that I want to do. It's going to be attention grabbing. And it's up-to-date slang of shit that we say right now. But not to be like Cameron and Mace, but it's something that can make you say, see, you're being nasty. You're being nasty. Because when I say I'm just being nasty. So, that's the plan, man. That ain't the only plan, but that's one of the plans, man. It's time to elevate and start grabbing some of the shit that I know is for me. I just need to, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I need to put the work in, because that's a given. I need to put the work in. I need to do the research that I need to do. I need to find a way to go after the shit that I be wanting to do. I'm not gonna say wholeheartedly, that's what I mean, but I'm like, I'd rather say like full-fledged. Seeing this show on Katt Williams, I'm gonna say that part right there kicked in when I was like, at the very end when he was saying, just at the end of your day, you need to look at it like this is your last day, like this might be it. And you get to reflecting on, you know what I'm saying, before you go to sleep, like what you been doing with your day, with your life, with your week, your month, your time. How you been living it, how you been treating people. You know what I'm saying? When he was talking about the adoption. And Shannon asked him, like, why? And he like, shit, just imagine it's a God. If it is a God, like, what do you think he think? What do you think he would say? He was like, shit. He'd say, this motherfucker here, yeah, he went above and beyond. He did shit other people wouldn't do to do something good. So yeah, we're gonna reward him. And it's like, is it everybody in your life, in your circle, in your line of vision that you can say that about? I'm just saying, whether it's your mama or your kids or your spouse or whoever, your friends, your boss, if you break it down and say, if God came and got them right now, they would look at this person and say, you know what, bro, you, come on, you know you straight. I got you. Because just being real, at the end of the day, at the end of the conversation, at the end of everything Katt Williams broke down, I felt like, you know what, maybe, just maybe, God will say that to dude if he came to him right now and looked at the shit that he was doing. And I ain't just saying because he's telling the truth, but I'm saying the selflessness, the helping people, just because you can. Not because you want something in return, or you want to be able to hold this over their head, or you want to be associated with this person, or you want people to know that you got a good heart, that you got a giving spirit. You know what I'm saying? Not for none of that shit. When you do shit just because you want to do it out of the kindness of your heart, God know that type of shit. He see that type of shit. So when he come, I got a feeling that that's the type of shit you get judged on. Not on the shit you was doing to impress man. We all, like, you know what I'm saying, if you read any type of Bible or Quran or anything, you know that man gonna fall short. So yeah, you suspected you probably gonna do some shit to impress man or one man. That's gonna happen. I think God judge you on the shit you do when man and woman ain't around. That's the real you. You know what I'm saying? That's the most authentic you is when ain't nobody around. The shit you say, the shit you think. You know what I'm saying? The shit you eat. When ain't nobody watching you and you like, shit, man, I'm gonna eat this shit. Yo, the shit that fell on the floor. You eat that when ain't nobody around. 20 people in the room, you might not pick this slice of pizza up and eat it. Throw that shit on the trash can. That's what I'm saying. But who is you when ain't nobody around? What's your morals, your values, your integrity? You know what I'm saying? What's that shit about? Is you gonna do the right thing when you not gonna get no credit for it? When ain't nobody gonna be there to give you a pat on the back, is you still gonna do the right thing? You know what I'm saying? When you got $100,000, right? Like, I'm gonna use 50 Cent for example. He got a song where he say, I'm stanky rich. I'ma die trying to spend this shit. Southside's up in this bitch. I'm stanky rich. I'ma die trying to spend this shit. That line right there tell me that you should be giving money away. That you should be paying motherfuckers bills. You should be putting motherfuckers in position to get the money you getting so they can help another motherfucker. I'm just saying. You say you got so much money, you gonna die trying to spend this shit. It's just certain shit I don't get, man. Like, I hear that brag, and then I hear you beefing with your son because he wanted you to buy him some shoes. And I'm like, man, you say that this nigga's entitled, but I'm like, do you realize that everybody daddy ain't running around saying shit like, I'm stanky rich. I'm gonna die trying to spend this shit. They ain't never heard nobody say that shit but you. But if my daddy was stanky rich and he probably gonna die trying to spend this shit, I might ask that nigga for every pair of Jordans coming out too. Hey, Pop, man, they got 3 pair of Jordans to come out in the next 4 months, man. I'm gonna put them on back order for your boy, man. I need about 5 shirts to go with every last one of them, man. I need some new, you know what I'm saying? Man, that's just being real. What else you gonna do with the money? What did you want to get rich for if it wasn't to take care of your kids, to take care of your family, to be able to buy them all the shit they want and not have to worry about can you afford to do it? Like, it be some shit I be seeing be ass backwards, man. I seen some shit today where Lil Boosie was riding and he called his son. He was like, man, you need to come back home, bro. Like, man, Pops, I'm just gonna be real with you, bro. I'm out here trying to get my money up. I'm trying to make me some money. And he was like, man, what you doing trying to get some money, man? Like, how you trying to get some money, man? Like, if you need to do a feature or something, man, you can do that back at the crib. Man, I'm gonna have to come up with something. Not saying like come up with something, but I'm gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, find some shit that I ain't talk to y'all about. I might start doing some of the stories I got on the other channel, man, redoing them over here. You know what I'm saying? Just to give y'all some fresh perspective on the content. But I'm not sure about that yet, so don't hold me to it. I don't know. But we have been over 3 hours, man, so we're gonna go and cut this one short, man. Y'all making gray hair pop in my head. I ain't had that many damn gray hair in my head. Goddamn me, when I started fucking with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Over here, a little bit. Over here, not so bad. But not, man. Fuck with y'all. Y'all be stressing nigga. Nah, you ain't bugging me, man. You ain't bugging me. It's just, you know what I'm saying? My thing, when I first started doing YouTube, was I be trying to help folks. I try to give folks a perspective on life that they don't have to go and get their damn self. You see what I'm saying? I look at life like, man, I done bumped my head so many times that if I don't take these experiences, if I don't take these stories and give them away, help somebody with them, I'm doing myself a disservice, because that's the only way I'm going to turn these negatives into a positive. You see what I'm saying? I did 7 years of my life in prison. I ain't get shit for that. The way I get something out of that is I get on here and I make these videos, I tell my story, somebody learn from it. I promise you it help me sleep better at night. I promise you it do. Going to bed with a pocket full of dope money don't feel as good as going to bed knowing that somebody done told you, bro, you helped me today. Like, man, I was feeling like I was stuck in a maze, bro, and you said some shit that walked me right up out that motherfucker, and I've been stuck in that bitch for a long time, man. Man, I know how that shit feel, because I've been stuck in that maze. And I didn't have no abundance of people or no one person I can just go back to and say, hey, man, you know how much you helped me when I was, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I don't have none, but if I'm sitting there thinking about it right now, I couldn't tell you one person. I can just go back and say, hey, man, you helped me so much when I was going through this shit right here to listen to what you were saying. It's some people that I heard them speak, you know what I'm saying, later on, that I wish I had known when I was going through my shit. But the reason that being is because I was so young when I was going through my shit. Hell, I ain't know nobody. The people that I did know didn't know nothing about the shit. You know what I'm saying? The kids I was hanging around in elementary school wasn't equipped to help me deal with what I was dealing with at home. I hate to say it, but a lot of the abuse that happens to kids, and I'm not saying like abuse because I neglect and that type of stuff. I know that that's rampant, and the hood and the projects, and that's due to insufficient funds. But the S assaults and the grapes and that type of stuff that happens to kids ain't as rampant and widespread in the hood, in the projects, as it is in the Catholic school or the gated communities, you know what I'm saying? And this ain't got nothing to do with race or religion. So let me clarify that. I just said them two because them is some incidents where we have been hearing a lot of rumble, you know what I'm saying, where smoke is fire. I'm just saying. But it is what it is. I grew up in one situation and I didn't see or hear a lot of that going on. Not saying it didn't happen because I know it did. It just wasn't happening to the fact or to the point where you don't have people telling jokes or putting in movies that if you grow up in the projects, you probably gonna get assaulted. But I hear jokes all the time. I see it all the time on the news or on a movie or a TV show where they make fun of the altar boys and the Catholic priests and all this stuff. And I'm saying where smoke is fire. Them jokes and them rumors don't come from nowhere. Everybody ain't just get together and decide that we gonna make fun of these folks in this type of way. No, it's stories that came out and it's rumors that have been heard and it's things that went on. That's just what it is. Same way. When you get to these richer families, a lot of times in the projects, you miss out on it because people are broke, poor, and they going through shit. Sometimes that'll make a motherfucker take advantage, but sometimes, a lot of times, that'll give you empathy and sympathy because people can understand what they are already going through or what they've been through. So when you're going through that, it's hard for them to add on to what you're going through by putting you through some extra shit that they've already been through. Shit just changed. Now, if you've been paying attention to this video all this time, and I know there's some people who've been in here because I see it's still quite a few people in here. Let me see if I want to say what I'm about to say. I think I'm gonna leave it well enough alone. Man, I appreciate y'all listening to the stories, bro. I told a lot of this shit be venting for me, even when it might be a simple story that I'm telling you and you don't understand that even the simple story sometimes is hard for me to talk about because of the feelings and emotions that come with that story. You know what I'm saying? I got stories like, man, the abuse, the mistreatment, you know what I'm saying, from family members, that type of stuff, man, sometimes it fuck with me, sometimes it don't. But, you know what I'm saying, every once in a while, it'll fuck with me. And that's why I be having a vent. Thing is like, I want to get to other shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to get to a point where it's like, you know what, I'm done. I'm good. Like Katt Williams say, it's time for some new material, you know what I'm saying? So, but that's the issue, like I say, man, most of my shit I be speaking on my real life. Shit that I really been through, shit that I really did, really seen, really was part of. I was really right there when it happened. I might get to a point where I start telling y'all some other people's stories, shit that I just know, or some shit that I witnessed but I wasn't a part of. I don't really too much tell y'all that type of shit. Like, I don't tell y'all no stories where I went and ran and I was looking and this is what they did and all this and that. Because, man, look, Them ain't my stories. I live by a code. I'm not gonna get on this internet and tell y'all woo took this person out of this world, or this person here ended this person's existence. Say, man, there is no statute of limitation on that type of shit. I promise you ain't. So if they ever decide that they want to go prosecute these people, you will be on that witness stand as a motherfucking witness. And you now already told the whole world. So they don't even need you. They can use your motherfucking video clips. The same way they trying to use Young Thug music. Nigga, they can use a nigga YouTube against them like, yeah, you remember when you told that story? Yeah, here you go, play it back. Man, we was up in cell block such and such, such and such, and such and such, such and such, such and such, such and such, such and such. Yeah. Say, man, but I was, yeah. So you trying to say that's not your voice? Yeah, that's my voice, but I was, yeah. Man, I be careful about what I tell you. I tell y'all what I did. Some of it. I can't tell y'all everything I did because, boy, them folks will come back on your ass. I pray that I don't never slip up and say nothing that's gonna have me paying for something that I've already been forgiven for. For real. Like, that shit be scaring me with dude. Like I was listening the other day, I be telling y'all about these motherfucking Puerto Rico charges they be hitting these niggas with, man. So I'm sitting there like, and he tried to straighten it up. He was like, man, so we was all in there, man, and they took dude up out of there. And he was saying we. And then he tried to flip it like it was dude that did it, and they was just watching, then they left, and I'm like, bro, do you know how many M words you implicating yourself in, bro? And then you said you running around here with these 3 letters, talking about you started that in there, and you done brought that shit out. Boy, don't you know they done that Puerto Rico shit real. These folks sitting investigating you. If you think they not watching everything we do on this goddamn YouTube, bro. Tell them they pay attention to Soulja Boy's YouTube. This is Soulja Boy tell them shit. I'm trying to tell you. You think I'm lying? That nigga invented YouTube, and then we've been on here ever since. And ever since YouTube came out, what they been doing? Clank, locking niggas up. Getting all the rappers, all the everybody. I'm not gonna tell you all the shit that I did and tried to get away with and quit doing. I tell y'all some of this shit I can't, you know what I'm saying? Be taken away from my people from. I'm the breadwinner over here. I pay bills. Mortgages and shit. Insurances and shit. Grocery bills and shit. But like I be telling y'all, man, I'm under the impression that all that shit is made up anyway. Cause like, man, the same way I tell y'all with music and shit, certain shit I can't shake. I can't let go. Like, I can't let go of the fact that this man refused to say what units he was at. Like, I be like, bro, this shit sound made up. And you ain't telling nobody what unit you was in, so can't nobody go cross-reference or cross-check whatever you saying. It can't be done. Because you saying some shit from 20 years ago, bro. And you won't tell nobody. This is what he said, man. When it's all said and done, at the end, I'm going to come out and I'm going to let y'all know where we was and what unit. And I'm like, man, it sounds good that you going to do this at the end. Bro, I told y'all way back, long time ago, man, you got to pay attention to people. You got to pay attention to what people do. And I'm like, do y'all not remember it was a point in time when he was like, man, we could be on TV, we could do this and here, send me the money for the shit so we can get it right. I need your donation, we could do all this and that. And I'm thinking to myself, bro, better be careful. Because if you take them folk money and you don't do exactly what you said you do, they got to charge for that, bro. You misappropriating them funds, bro. You be in the feds. And I guess somebody must have put a bug in there because he came back a day later and he was like, hey, man, you know what? I decided we ain't gonna do it like that, man. So everybody who sent some money, I'm gonna send y'all money back. I was like, better be careful. You better be careful, boy. Playing with folks that money, but don't play about their money, man. You don't play about their money, man. Then I be tripping because I be like, dude, I always talking about how he be like, man, I don't ask y'all for no money. I be like, bro, you started me getting them cash ups and them donations and them things, you know what I'm saying? I don't blame you. If people want to donate, donate. If you want to donate to me, I'll take a donation. I ain't had none in about 4 months. But I'll take one. That's back when the Illuminati shit was going on. Y'all remember when dudes been heard, though, he'll tip me $50, $20, $60, all in one episode, back to back to back to back to back. And then he be like, hey man, can you write me a personal story? Write me a story about a gay officer that fell in love with an inmate, and I was like, nah, bro, I ain't finna do them type of stories. I ain't finna make no shit up. I tell real stories. I never seen no shit like that. And then one of the people I look up to the most started telling them type of stories, and I was like, y'all eating that shit up. As soon as dude started coming on my show, paying me and wanting me to talk about that shit, it was 2 different YouTubers came up with prison stories about a gay officer having sex with an inmate. And I was like, that sounds like some Katt Williams type shit that he turned it down and the next motherfucker took that money. Yeah, I'm not with it. I'm not gonna make up no shit like that to push that agenda that they want to hear. I'm gonna tell you the truth, the shit that really happened in reality. That way, if you find yourself in a situation, you know how to deal with reality. But back to what I was saying, I be hearing, I be entertained, so you know I be listening. I kind of died down a little bit because shit getting too much. But I was like, I heard this one point the other day, like a week ago, and he was like, man, dude started feeling himself. He got cocky, you know what I'm saying? You could tell the way he started talking, the real him was coming out. And he was like, man, yeah, I'm gonna start charging you motherfuckers, y'all watching my shit. You gonna have to pay for these episodes, and I'm gonna fix it wherever if you leave, you can't come back. And then a few hours later, he had put another video out. He was like, man, that ain't what I meant, bro. What I was saying was, and I was like, bro, that's what you meant. You forgot you was on camera, bro. You was stressing that shit that you could get your money, people owe you, and I was like, see, I knew it. But I always knew it, though. So it didn't surprise me. I was just like, you're exposing yourself, bro. So he came back and tried to clear that up. This is when I started laughing, when I was like, man, shit always happen. Like, dude will tell a whole bunch of stories, and then it starts slowing down. And then he'll disappear for about 5-6 days. You don't hear nothing. He'll pop back up and tell you, hey, man, something big happened. I was in a wreck. I got robbed. I got shot. I got stabbed. I got poked. That's why I've been gone for these 3 days. I mean, I ain't showing y'all no wounds or no broke arms or nothing like that. But trust me, it happened. But I'm back now, so we're going to get back to it. Nah, bro, I think you need about a week to write the next series or the next storyline because this shit made up, bro. You making this shit up as you go, my nigga. The dead giveaways is, bro. You saying this shit happened in 2001, 2002, 3, 4, 5, 6, 99. How do you be popping up? You be like, so the day after that, at 5 o'clock, and then later on that day, 30 minutes later, and then not the next day, but that Tuesday, I'm like, nigga, damn, was you writing down everything that happened, nigga? Could you? Boy, you got a memory like, God damn, boy, you ought to be filthy rich. If you can remember all this shit from 20 years ago, the day it happened, the time frame it happened, the conversation that happened, the words that were said, all of that, my nigga, you ain't made $1 billion off of some sports betting or some shit like that, nigga. You retain too much information. Like, my nigga, the people that can retain that type of information is filthy rich. They got positions and jobs for you if you can retain that type of information. The normal person on earth can't. It ain't no way I can go back and give you a whole week, let alone a whole 6-7 years. Day by day, time by time, month by month, in order, accurately. Like, nigga, it just can't happen. I don't believe nobody listening to me right now or nobody that's gonna hear me on the replay can do that shit neither. Some of y'all, and if you can, you different. And you know you different. And you telling me right now, yeah, bro, I'm different. I know it, but I can do it. Yeah, you different if you can do that type of shit. I'm just saying. And I'm talking about different in the type of way where a dude don't strike me in that type of different. Like, you very common and average, bro. You're not that type of different. You're on a different playing field. If your mind do that type of shit, everybody's mind don't work like that. But I ain't had no dude, man. I just be pointing shit out because, like I say, I try to tell y'all the real shit, man. And I know a lot of people just be so enthralled in the entertainment, in the agenda, And sometimes I be thinking, I be like, man, it do the plant? Like, it do the plant to push the agenda? Because he be pushing the agenda. And I know y'all don't get it. It ain't my place to point shit out to y'all because y'all don't get it. But I'm like, man, it's like a real live alphabet show. Without the name, the alphabet show. You know what I'm saying? My nigga, P-Valley. It's an agenda over there that's pushing that third. And that culture, that great culture, they pushing that over there, bro. They're like every day, every episode. And I'm telling you, no, bro. That ain't real life, bro. That is not real life. The email is P. Clinton, like President Clinton, 501 at gmail.com. PCLINTON 501 at gmail.com. In case y'all want to hit me up. And because I got a job, but I ain't got that first paycheck yet. Cash out. $sign CASH cash mirror EMEER number 8. So the $sign cash MEER number 8. That's the cash out. In case y'all want, you know what I'm saying, buy your boy a cup of coffee or sweet tea, a bag of medication or something, you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna turn it down. But if you don't send it, I'm gonna fuck with you anyway. That's what I came here for. Yeah, man, I just be wanting people to know. I be hearing certain situations. I be hearing these situations. I be like, man, like, say the situation where they pull the guard in the trailer, right? And they all sitting around watching. And they were like, man, we can't go get no help because they gonna flip it on us. And I'm like, the same way when somebody getting poked up and a motherfucker run off and get the guard. Y'all could go do that. They would bust up in that trailer. And it wouldn't be number 3 officers in there. And 2 of them would be taking advantage of the other one that would be in there drugged. They can go get the drug out her system, send her straight to the hospital. And I know people don't think like that, but guess what? If you don't think like that, then maybe you think like this. Dude had a cell phone and he called out the penitentiary and told his girl, hey, this what's happening to your homegirl in this prison right now as we speak. It already happened to her. I would think she would jump off the phone, call the police. Hey, there is an assault going on at such and such prison. She was given a roofie. It's going on right now. The police are going to that prison. They gonna go in there and find that woman. And when they get there, you can't tell them, awesome, man, we think some inmates did this. No, we got a call from a guard outside the prison that called us and told us that this was going on, and there was some guards inside the prison doing it. So we supposed to get here and find out everything we were told was true, except for the part about who was doing it. Oh, that's why I say these stories don't make sense. It might make sense if a dude was saying it, but as a woman ain't gonna go for that. What's up with it, Tanya? Nisha, Tanya, now be for real, y'all women. If somebody called you right now and told you that, hey, I know you don't work here no more, but your homegirl up here at the job that you was just working at yesterday is getting sexually assaulted right now. You not fit to hang up the phone and go make lunch. You don't matter if you work at that job no more. You gonna call the police and tell them, hey, this female is up here at this job getting sexually assaulted right now. Y'all need to get up there and do something, save her. How do you know? Man, because an inmate just called my damn phone and told me. What? Yeah, which woman lie? I don't work there no more. What they gonna do, fire me? Yeah, inmate just called my damn phone and told me it was happening. That's why I say, man, it just be a lot of shit be for entertainment, and it be so juicy that the people that's there for the entertainment, they hear it, and they don't have no common sense or no rationale about it. They just hear it and they be like, okay. Because I be like, I don't get mad when I see it, but I do be tripping. When I be like, I see people in the comments, they're like, man, you the realest ever. And I be like, I ain't fooling these folks. Right, I know you gonna call them. Like, dead ass serious. I'm a man, I'll call them. Man, I'm not with that shit, and you not gonna tell me it's happening. I'm not gonna live in some apartments, and I hear my neighbor getting that shit happening to her, and I'm supposed to just sit there and be like, oh, that's fucked up. Hell no. Nigga, not only am I calling the folks, but I'm gonna come over here and kick this door in. Fuck you mean? Is you crazy? I'm not gonna sit there. Like, nigga, I swear to God, I'm not gonna sit there. Bro, I'm kicking the door in. It's on. And whatever happened when they get in this motherfucker, it just happened. But I done told y'all a bunch of times, man, the way I be feeling. I done put my life on the line too many times for some bullshit. If I die over something like that, I'm not gonna feel bad. If I die, I'm not gonna feel nothing, but I'm just saying, if I get shot, if I get hurt, if I get whatever, I'm not gonna feel bad knowing it happened while I was doing some righteous shit. Because it been plenty of times I could have been shot in my motherfucking forehead. Bow. For doing some bullshit. And could have survived and walking around with half a face and couldn't be mad at nobody. My fault, I did that. Motherfucker just had to teach me a hard ass lesson. So now I can't get mad. I'm gonna go over there and handle my business. Or that business, or the business. Whatever needs to be handled. Like dudes say. Man, sometimes you that fool that God need to go handle to do his work. And I had this talk, man. I really don't be wanting to talk all the political shit and all the motherfucking religious shit. But I was having a talk with my brother the other day, and I was like, man, you gotta realize all religions basically have the same premises, bro. And I was telling y'all some of them when we was talking about the health. But I'm like, bro, I'm gonna give you an example of what I was talking about because it's pertinent. I said, as a Christian, the Bible is gonna teach you that faith without works is what? Dead. That right. Meaning, you can pray and you can have faith, but if you're not gonna put no action behind it, you're praying for nothing. In the Muslim community, they will tell you that you are God. God is in you. And I'm going to tell you, it's the same thing that the Christians saying when they tell you the faith without works is dead. Because what they telling you to do is get to a point where you realize you can do whatever you want. But you got to do it. The Lord works in mysterious ways. But that part where they tell you that if you take one step, the Heavenly Father will take 2 steps, is them telling you God is in you. Whatever you pray for it, and then you go get it. You don't walk out the door and God standing like, here you go. No, you pray for it, and then you take it upon yourself to put them faith in the works and go out there and get it. Or you take it upon yourself to take that step, and when the next steps happen, you consider that God taking his steps. Or, like a Muslim say, you realize God is in you, so you get out there and you take them steps. And then when them third and them fourth and them fifth steps happen, you also realize it. That's me too. I set that in motion. But you could also pause that and go back to the Bible and get that Christianity and say, because I do all things through Christ Jesus who strengthens me. That's why I did that. But where is Christ Jesus at? In you. The God is in you. So whatever you praying for, you have to come to that point where you get up off of your ass and say, you know what, God? I got it. You take a break this time. I'm going to do it. Now, is it you doing it? Or is it God saying, all right, nigga, I got you? Do it matter? Go about shit the right way and get it. Do it matter? If God gave it to you, he gave you the power to go get it yourself. 2 different religions, same damn shit. They explaining shit the different way, but it's so similar and such the same that you can explain them both at the same time and come up with the goddamn message. You see what I'm saying? I don't think it's a person that listened to what I just said that got confused just because some of the shit I was saying was coming from the Quran or from Islam, and some of the shit I was saying was coming from the Bible and Christianity. Because like I was saying, it was all the same shit. And basically what it was telling you is, it's up to you. Whether you think it's willpower or you think it's faith. Whether you think it's manpower or you think it's a miracle. You are the main ingredient. You see what I'm saying? You're going to be the main ingredient when the shit is all said and done. What did you do to bring this into motion, or bring this forth, bring this to pass? And like I said, I'm not trying to get religious on y'all, man. I was going to stop this thing at 3 hours. We done hit 3 hours and 38 minutes and 7 seconds. So on that note, don't be afraid to take that long road. Instead of that long way. And don't be afraid to take that long way instead of that wrong road. And I know I said that was backwards, but like I say, y'all understand what I'm saying even when I mix it up. Now, that you done did all that, and you ain't going the wrong way, you're going the long way, and you ain't taking the wrong road, you're taking the long road. Man, be like Katt Williams, go find somebody to help, man. And keep it to yourself, don't brag about it. You ain't even got to tell me. Just think to yourself when I say that shit. Already. Man, y'all enjoy your new year, man. Try to be better than you was yesterday.